I love that song. It gets me hyped every time I hear it.
It's a good one.
Oh, so
I'm a
good.
fan. I'm a fan.
Welcome everybody.
I'm completely 100% biased, but I'm a fan of that song.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's really good.
It makes me happy.
Really?
It wonders, like Pavlov's experiment. Pavlov's dog.
The dog, yeah, that salivate.
You think you could hear, like, let's say you go a month without doing podcasting or anything. You think when you hear that song that like some podcasting instincts will just kick in, like Pavlov's dog?
I'll start sitting there
salivating,
panicking, thinking that things aren't working electronically.
I gotta check the levels. Gotta check the mic levels.
Do you know what's gonna be so nice someday when I'm gonna just be able to sit down and talk?
Yeah, sit down.
Yeah. You guys got it easy.
Oh yeah.
Except you all do a lot of hard work. I'm just saying.
Well,
I always panic. Even earlier on the show, I'm missing a little. For those of you live, I'm missing a little, doohickey for one of my pieces of equipment. So we're going without it
for backup. So we're not backed up today.
We're not back. So we're doing it live.
If the world goes out of power, we're out of luck.
This show disappears.
The show disappears into the ether. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Welcome, everybody, to the XoneBros. This is podcast number 214. We are happy to be with you. As always, I'm joined by the bros, the XoneBros. First and foremost, he's a Yellow Card fan, as is shown by his shirt.
This is the shirt I'm going to wear to E3, one of them.
Ooh,
I've planned it out.
Everybody, the gray shirt, Yellow Card man. That's how you'll know spicy. Also, he has a white hat with the XoneBros on.
I have a white hat,
we showed last week,
a gray shirt, and I'll be sporting the Riker.
What are you most looking forward to E3? We're leaving in 3 days. Go.
The games.
One thing you want to do that maybe you've never done before.
One thing I want to do that I've never done before.
Well, it's a gaming convention. I mean, what?
What do you? I know.
I don't know.
It's not that kind of convention.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, I'm getting my conventions messed up.
Although, what happens at E3
stays at E3.
Stays at E3. I don't know. The question that I'm having and the dilemma, and I talked to Jordan pretty extensively before the show.
Oh, okay.
Do I bring my Xbox?
No. Oh.
For after the show when you get back to the hotel.
After party fun.
Because I am bringing my Switch.
Why don't you just buy one at Fry's?
Let's do this. Let's buy one when we're there and then just return it.
Let's go to Fry's.
That way you don't have to mess with TSA or anything because we're taking a plane.
You know they're gonna play it.
Yeah.
Just buy one and then isn't GameStop return no questions? Isn't that their thing?
I don't know.
I feel like everybody says that.
I mean, you can take your Switch.
I think Jordan's right. I think they say that until it comes down to game time.
Until it comes to when
questions.
You're returning it. Oh
yeah, I really think that because I've had bad experiences with companies like Best Buy with their return policies.
Yeah. Their return policy in the past, I think it's improved, but in the past it was terrible.
They hurt my feelings one time.
Yeah,
pretty hard.
I kind of respect that a little bit though.
When they lie to you?
Well, no,
because I specifically asked a certain thing.
Oh, they lied to you? No, I meant
and
like if you buy something.
Yeah, sure. And then when it happened, I come back. Nope.
I'm like, wait, someone told me that I could.
But where's Steve with the mustache? He's the one who told me that this was true.
Did you buy something? Because I don't know, like you buy it and then you return it and they say no.
Okay,
it's like a position of dominance.
I'll tell you what it was. I got this is a long time ago. I got an iPod.
You can't even remember the name.
Yeah. You remember that old thing that carried music? I bought an iPod, and I said, because I had just had an iPod break, the screen cracked, and so I bought one from them, and I specifically looked the guy in the eye, and I said, if I get your protection plan, because they love their protection plans.
I never buy that crap.
Well, I now don't because of this specific experience. I said, looked him in the eye, if I get the protection plan, if this screen breaks, is it covered? And he said, yes, absolutely.
They worked on commission in those days.
I'm sure, yeah. They probably do now, too.
Dude,
that offended me. That hurt my feelings.
Yeah, that is lying. Yeah.
That's a straight up lie to my face just to get a sale.
Yeah. You know who has the best return policy?
Costco.
Nordstrom's.
Amazon
does really good.
They made a mistake, and they took care of me.
Yeah.
Second,
yeah,
is Jordan the man, Jordan Paskett.
Hello.
Now, this is an E3 shirt that you're wearing tonight. Yeah. Planned? Not planned?
Yeah, is this planned for you?
Is this planned?
Well,
do you think about your wardrobe before you come over?
I really only have a rotation of 3 shirts.
This is true. So. Me too. I actually only have 1 pair of shoes. Yeah. Well, besides my workout gym shoes. But other than that,
I now only have one pair of pants.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're a one-pant man.
Yeah, on the way home from work today, dropped my keys, squatted down to pick them up, right down the center, man. Just pants gone. It was kind of funny.
Worst.
Luckily,
The
I was wearing underwear.
worst. Luckily, you had.
It was Thursday.
Luckily,
Thursday
you had
I was
some
wearing underwear.
underclothes there.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome, and you just heard it like. Whoosh.
Oh, that's
So now I only have one pair of pants for E3.
that's frustrating. Last but
And then
not
shorts.
least, I am X1. We are the X1 Bros. What is my shirt? It's just an Under Armour.
It's a
workout
basketball shirt.
Basketball Under Armour workout shirt.
I mean, that is cool.
NBA Playground.
NBA Playground. My Golden State Warriors. They're gonna take it all.
Yeah, are you liking the finals going on right now?
I feel like you're.
I got bored after game 2.
What did you like?
I did watch the intro to the Golden Knights, the Las Vegas Golden Knights.
Hey,
They're
how
playing
come,
at home tonight, and I watched the intro, and it's like a whole like Excalibur show. It's Las Vegas, baby, and it shows,
Yeah.
and it's awesome. I've never seen their intro before.
How come like basketball and baseball and hockey and stuff like they don't have halftime shows during their big games? You know?
Oh, they do. Yeah, during
Oh,
the
they
finals
do?
they do.
Oh.
It's just not like the Super Bowl. So the Super Bowl is like the one event that everyone's watching. So
Yeah,
the halftime
yeah.
show's like super big deal. It's only one game. Hockey,
Oh, I guess
baseball,
you're right. I didn't think of the
basketball,
7 games.
7 games.
Maybe in between game 3 they can do something.
yeah, like the third game celebration.
Yeah.
I guess.
Game 3 celebration.
I guess I want to give a special shout out to Firebird, who just subscribed to us
All
over on
right.
Mixer. You can watch us live Monday through Friday over on Mixer, and every Friday here on the podcast. Watch the podcast be recorded. Man, I'm struggling.
That's
I'm
okay.
struggling.
Different day. It's a
Anyways, thank
different
you very
day.
much, Firebird, for the sub. If you haven't checked yet, you might have a free sub for Mixer. Just go over, test it, click the pink button, subscribe, gift subscribe, and see if you got a free one. And we would appreciate it. It helps the show. But if not, give it to your favorite streamer and support Mixer and support your favorite streamers that way. Guess what? We got a package.
Ah.
Well,
yeah.
all 3 of us have packages, but we got one in the mail. Ha! Dad joke. Dad joke. Dad joke.
I got to get better at. There it is.
Oh, there it is. There it is. A little bit late.
Yeah.
Barbara Blake mentioned earlier when
It's
you
really-
talked about, by the way,
Yeah.
and I want to get to this.
Yeah.
There's a story behind this. New York City, all over again.
Yeah.
When you talked about debating on whether or not to bring your Xbox.
That's true. Barbara Blake, my barber, was there when I brought my Nintendo 64 to New York. And it's a good time, see? And I remember we had this discussion years ago.
Yeah, but did you miss out on sites, do you think, or anything? Did you do
No,
anything?
we did this from
Ah,
like
do you really wanna see the sites?
11 p.m. to like 4 a.m. was game time in the hotel. We didn't miss out on anything. Plus, in New York, this is the greatest thing that I've ever experienced, at least in Manhattan. I don't know about other parts of
Sure.
the state. McDonald's delivers
That's amazing.
for free.
I think that's New York City. I think everyone delivers
If you don't
there.
deliver, you're not in
That
business.
blows my mind.
Yeah.
When I found that out, I would seriously walk past McDonald's to my hotel and then order my food from my room.
There's no extra charge? Are you expected to tip?
No, because
McDonald's.
the hotel we were at, they had people bring it up to us.
Oh, so you can only bring it to like the doorman, and then they would bring it
yeah.
up. type of deal?
I think they
You think the
called us.
doorman tipped?
They called us and they said your McDonald's order is here, and we went down to the
Sir.
front desk and then we picked it up. So we had no interaction with the dude.
So you took your Nintendo 64 and you just played the crap out of it on your trip.
Oh yeah, Mario Tennis. That was the game of the
Oh,
trip.
did you see that's coming out on the Nintendo Switch? And I'm super excited.
That
Super
is so
excited.
good.
Oh.
That game. I was never into tennis because I really, honestly, I didn't understand the rules. I'm like, what does 40 love mean? You know, why is it by 15 until 40 and then something changes?
Yeah.
You know, I just
And who's in love?
yeah. What are they talking about? No, and then I played Mario Tennis and I fell in love with that sport. I love watching tennis now.
Virtua Tennis did that to me.
Yeah.
Did you just play as
Dreamcast.
Waluigi?
He was really strong. Yeah,
That's 'cause he's so tall.
He was really tall,
And in those days, they didn't care.
they didn't balance
They
the
didn't-
game.
yeah.
They didn't
They
care.
just shipped it.
Waluigi was really good on the front line. He
Oh,
could
yeah.
just like
In
tower
doubles, in doubles,
in
yeah.
doubles. Yeah. No, that game got me so addicted to tennis.
So
I
did
love
the,
tennis.
did the hotel? Okay, were they okay with you messing with their TVs and hooking up a Nintendo?
Well,
did
I
they get
mean,
angry?
Back in those days, I didn't care. They had like these safety systems that I just.
because some of them they block it,
Yeah,
so you
unplug
can't
it.
insert your own.
Well, they do.
cords.
I was in my prime in the tech space back
What
then.
happened for them to like block your HDMI port?
Well, because they want to make money, and so they have the controllers.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can play crappy Chinese versions of video games for money at the hotel.
Not only that, but they want to make sure that you're not watching. Well, but back then, what did they have? Who would bring like a? Back then, it was VHS. Was there DVD yet? There wasn't DVD yet. It was VHS. So what you
How old do you think I am? There was DVD.
Was there DVD?
Yeah.
With the Nintendo, when the
Wasn't it
Nintendo
cheap
64 was out, was there DVD? I don't think so. I think
Yes.
that came next.
No, yeah, Nintendo 64. Yeah, DVD was later.
Later.
No, that was the big thing. Nintendo 64 and the PlayStation. PlayStation had DVD.
Well, it
that was the
disc.
big.
Was it?
It was just this PlayStation 2 had DVD.
Well, but that was PlayStation 1 came out in like 95. PlayStation 2
I think it was
came out in
99. Maybe it was 98. I don't know.
No,
I'm just contradicting
PlayStation.
you.
I remember this.
I'll look it up.
Trust me. One of the big reasons to get the PlayStation at the time, it was a huge deal, was because of DVDs.
I don't.
And I can guarantee you
Did
there
the
were DVDs.
PlayStation 1 play DVD?
Yes, I was in high school.
But what? No, was it? What? I mean, I know
How
it was.
old do you
It was a
think
disc,
I am?
but
I'm
was it
only
DVD?
1 year older than you.
No.
100% guaranteed there were
But DVDs
DVDs
aren't that old. What I'm saying is DVDs are fairly recent.
Yeah,
He's
if you're
talking about, like-
a 25-year radius.
No. I think he's talking about 94. Holy. Oh no, that was in Japan. Japan.
No, that's PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
PlayStation 2.
Wow, 94 it came out.
Yeah. That's PlayStation. I'm talking about the competitor to Nintendo 64 was the PlayStation 2. Yes, I'm right.
No, I think
Chat backed me up.
I think PlayStation 2 was 2000s.
I don't see.
Okay, never mind.
See, it
yeah,
was.
PS2 was DVD.
I'm crazy. I think
And
I am
GameCube,
crazy.
Yeah.
I'm crazy.
Because
No.
PlayStation 1 was just discs. Because remember, they were those weird black discs
Yeah.
on the back, and you could see all the
Okay,
They're about as
what's
heavy as-
throwing me, I'll tell you what's throwing me off. Okay, the Nintendo 64 was kind of a dated system when I brought it to New York.
There we go. Oh, so it was later.
Yeah.
DVDs
My New York
might
trip-
have existed,
My,
but
my New York trip was in 2001.
That's when PlayStation
yeah.
2 was out.
There was
wasn't it?
DVDs then.
And actually, I think Xbox was
How
one
old
of
do you think
2001.
I am? I'm in high school.
I don't know. This could have been like a junior high band trip or something. I
You
don't
want to know
what it
how
is.
cool this trip was? Like, okay, I'm going to tell you another story. So,
Oh yeah, Xbox was out by then.
we got a really good deal on a hotel right on Times Square. It was like a really ritzy hotel. They had like the Oscars while we were there. It was awesome, actually. We sat outside and watched all the celebrities walk in.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and we wanted to go to David Letterman because David
who doesn't?
Letterman, he's that building that he records in is like a block and a half away.
Okay.
Right over there, and we went over there to see what the line and everything, and it was like there was a line going all the way around the corner.
Sure.
It was a forever, and we're like, oh, that's a bummer. All right, let's go back and order McDonald's on the phone. And get it delivered because that's freaking awesome. So as we're doing that, we go, and that was when we were walking through the lobby. I was like, "This is a nice hotel. I wonder if they have connections." And so I just walked up to the lady at the front desk.
Concierge.
Yes, and I was like, "I know this is probably a long shot, but is there any way to get into the David Letterman show? I'd like to go, and those are my friends over there." And they'd like to go too.
Holding their McDonald's bags.
we're just there's like 6 of us, right? And they're like, yeah, one sec. And the lady, she leaves me standing there. She goes into the back room.
She's like, this idiot thinks we could get tickets to David Letterman.
She goes into the back room. And then about 2 minutes later, she comes back and she goes, put your names on this paper. You're going to get a call in your room in about 2 minutes. And they're going to ask you some questions. And I'm like, oh,
Wow.
okay.
This is official.
All right. I put our names on this paper. She takes that paper and she faxes it back to him. While we go, and it was a fax because, it was
Fax machine.
fax
How old
machine.
do you think I am?
How old do you think I am? So we go up to the room and then we get a call in 2 minutes, no joke. And the person on the phone just asked questions. They wanted to make sure we were fans of the show.
Oh, okay.
And one of my friends was a huge fan.
Sure.
And so they were asking like fan questions, like, who's this?
When
Who's
was he
this?
born?
Well, exactly. And he
He knew them all.
knew them all, right? And then they said, okay, the password to get past the bouncer is gold. Come on, be there.
That's legit. Like they had a password.
They had they had bouncers, to where the line sets up, and we felt like kings.
That's cool.
We walked up to the bouncer and we're like, gold,
And he was like,
and he let us right in.
he opens the rope.
Yeah, it was so. I felt so cool.
But wouldn't everybody? Couldn't someone overhear you like that was standing in line?
No, because
was separation?
It was
But
like
how'd you get to the bouncer? Did you say, "Hey, I have a password," and then he came
yeah,
up? and
he came up. Yeah, it was isolated off, and we walked in, and
You know what it would be now? They would text you like a QR code.
Yeah,
Just
probably.
like, oh yeah, just here. I'll text you.
It was. I felt so cool. That's one of the coolest things I experienced. And we got in, and this show was really good, at the time. And I watched the show on YouTube. It's on there. I was super excited because Weezer was in town.
Oh.
And I was like, oh my gosh,
they
this
play
is my
there?
favorite band. I heard they were in town for 3 days. I hope this is the show and they're gonna play, because they have a guest appearance. And it wasn't Weezer, it was Slipknot.
Slipknot.
Slip, and that's that band because the stage is really tight and the audience is really close. I thought I was being cursed. Like the guys with
Dude,
hockey
Slipknot
masks.
is intense.
I was like, what's happening?
That's like
At the time, I didn't know who Slipknot was.
That's like what you listened to before. Fight.
Yeah.
Slipknot.
yeah, that was pretty.
Anyways, back to our package. We were sent a package right here from Dark Knight, Mr. Dark Knight. So thank you very much, Dark Knight. We enjoy getting packages. If you'd like to send us something, P.O. Box 984, Farmington, Utah, 84025. That's P.O. Box 984, Farmington, Utah.
Let me put the camera on you
84025.
so you can show off the package.
Here we go. Here it is. Right
There it
here.
is.
Okay. So I've already opened it up, but I haven't looked inside. So it's a surprise for all of us. I did the thing.
Is it cool? I can't see yet.
see it
It's
either.
why you sent it to my house, because I had talked about wanting it. Oh, Dark Knight, you are the man. It is the Duke. It's the Duke. Oh.
Are you kidding?
That
me?
is so
Dude,
cool.
look at the box. This is about the size of
That's
the controller.
a Duke
Look at
box.
This is about the actual
It's
size
like
of the
form-fitting around the
You
controller.
have to be kidding me. That is.
Dark
Can I
Knight,
open
thank
it?
you very much,
I don't
my
even
man.
care if you say no.
Thank you very much. That is so awesome. Let's check this bad
Mark,
boy
do
out.
you have a knife?
Yeah.
I had keys. I don't.
No,
I don't
this
anymore.
this deserves a little bit more of a delicate
a
touch.
little delicate touch there. So the box
I mean, honestly,
is giant.
you can probably drop this out of an
will
airplane.
This bring back reminiscence here? Reminiscent feelings, thoughts?
Oh, sorry, Mark.
I don't
Hold
know.
What's up? Oh,
on. Hey.
For those of you that can't see
he handed me the scissors like this.
properly,
Safety
back
first.
properly with the knife part facing down. You're messing up the box.
No,
man. Give
no,
me
no.
this.
It's like this. It's like this.
Did you got to do the tape at the bottom? I think you missed the tape at the bottom.
Oh, sorry, Mark. I need
Yeah,
the scissors.
this is
okay,
terrible.
hold on.
So Jordan's like shaking the box, trying to open it up,
the
and there's
Duke.
still tape on the other side of it.
Only the Duke needs two tapes.
Oh, thank you.
Only the Duke needs two tapes there.
Sanitize.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Sanitize.
Ornick. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, hand sanitize there. He's sanitizing his hands because when you touch such a prized possession, you must make sure. Oh, don't let that
did you
drop.
feel that weight?
Oh, oh, look
David,
at this.
sanitize.
Let's sanitize. Let's show. Oh, there it
That
is,
is so
everybody. There's
cool.
the Duke, looking good.
That is the actual size.
We're gonna
of that
take
thing.
it out.
Dude, look, black and white button. Remember that?
See how.
What's reload?
Oh.
The white button.
Oh, my.
Oh, dude, it feels good in the hand. It's like
Well, that's because it's the
it's like a
Duke.
man
Did you
controller.
sanitize?
It's like- I didn't sanitize. Sorry, I'll sanitize.
I guess it is technically your controller.
I'll sanitize.
This thing.
Dude, that
Can I
thing is a
sanitize?
monster.
I need to sanitize.
I feel like I could beat somebody up with that controller.
Look at this. Look at my finger. Look at my finger. Look at this. Look at this. Watch this. Watch this. Ready? Look at that. I gotta like really.
Oh, but that's what makes you a man.
Yeah.
That
Look at
extra
Look at that.
reach for
Look at
the
that.
he's always reaching from the left and right trigger up to the bumpers.
Okay,
Look, gun.
Can you sanitize
Grenade.
me? I gotta
Gun.
sanitize. I want to hold it.
Grenade. Gun. Grenade.
I want to see how the claw holds up.
Oh yeah, let's see. Can McSpicy do the claw on the Duke? This was a piece of discussion during the last couple podcasts. Is the Duke superior with the claw? Is it even possible with the claw? This is the question. Okay, here goes McSpicy.
Yeah, I just sanitized my
his
hands.
first time. I'm a little bit jealous of you. First time retouching the Duke.
Retouching
Oh
the Duke.
my
Oh, yeah.
gosh, this is
Dude,
huge.
doesn't it feel? It feels
See,
like.
you can't. You can't.
Yeah, no, it's too big.
So-
it's
so
just
I
too
play-
big.
That's a
Okay.
good problem to have.
Maybe if you had
I'm
large,
gonna
like
take the
LeBron
camera.
James hands, you probably could.
Okay, hold on.
Like giant basketball hands, I bet you.
That's in the way. Move. Well, that camera. Sorry, everybody.
They should just rename this like the Shaq controller.
So
The shack.
Dude,
Oh.
look at the buttons though. That design on
So-
the buttons. Oh,
I play like this with the claw with my finger on these 4 buttons, and that distance is way too far. You can't claw the Duke. You just can't.
They have a
you
very-
can't you can't triple stamp a double stamp.
You can't trust
The
that.
You
rest
can't
of the
claw the
stamps.
Duke.
Well,
What
there
did
you
that
go.
say? What did that say?
Special thanks to, and Phil Spencer's name is on there.
Oh, Phil Spencer's name is on there. Very nice. It's a little card that came with it, almost like a certificate of
The devs behind
authenticity.
Halo. That's cool.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
Well, thank you very much for
Oh,
that package.
man.
This is one of the coolest gifts ever.
That is cool. That's a
Dark Knight, way cool. Oh, we're playing with this bad boy. Oh, we're doing some damage with this bad boy. That's for sure. Oh, yes. Anyways, Destiny. Let's talk about it. Well, first, before we get to Destiny, I want to hear what you guys have been playing. I'll tell you what I played
Yeah.
it
this
comes
week.
with a cord.
The Crew 2 beta.
Can I see the cord? I panditized.
Oh, yeah, that's a long one, too. The Crew 2 beta. I had a chance to jump into that this weekend. It is awesome. I really enjoyed it. You know what? So, did you play the first Crew, Jordan?
Yes, I did.
Did you, McSpicy, did you play the first Crew at all?
I think I did briefly,
Briefly?
but I think
Yeah,
I
feel
might
like,
have rented
so
it.
I never played it, but I feel like it didn't get the best of reviews. The Crew 2, I super enjoy. Like, at least the beta. Sorry, at least the beta.
Yeah.
And you want to know why I enjoy it? I think what they did, and so I've heard some people, I did see some people in Discord who they enjoyed the first Crew, didn't enjoy this beta so much. So I didn't play the first Crew, but I really enjoyed this beta. So maybe that's why. But, so it's Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Steep
Yeah.
is basically you're on this mountainside, you go wherever you want to do whatever activity. Parachute, paraglide, squirrel suit,
ski,
snowboard,
snow-
ski. You do whatever you want. Crew just took that concept and threw it in with cars. And
Yeah.
it's so fun.
Yeah.
So they have Salt Lake City on there.
Yeah,
It's
Salt Lake
it's not an
City-
accurate representation, but it's awesome.
It's funny where they put things on the map.
Yeah.
Salt Lake City, I think, is like in Yellowstone in Montana, and like where they
It's
put
like
it
right
on the
next to
map.
Canada.
Yeah, and Vegas is where Salt Lake City is.
Yeah. Anyways, I really enjoyed it. The racing is fun. It's super arcadey.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, while I was streaming this game, I had a chance to stream it. A lot of people were asking, how does it compare to Forza Horizon 3? It doesn't compare at all. It's not the same at all. This is on one side of the spectrum. Super arcadey, but it's fun. It's enjoyable. It's like there's shortcuts on the races.
Yeah.
There's flying planes. What sucks you in is there's leaderboards. So I got sucked into there's a challenge in the plane. On one of the challenges I was doing, you had to see how close you could fly to the ground, and you get points for flying to the ground at a certain speed, and you only have a certain amount of time to do it. Who could get the most points? I got top 100. I was
Nice.
top 100 on that leaderboard. But I did it over and over and over
Yeah.
again just to get up the leaderboard. Really addictive, really fun. I thoroughly enjoyed Crew 2. Ready for this? Because of the beta, I will be purchasing the Crew 2.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Nice job. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good job, Beta.
One more big piece of news. Can I share with you guys?
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption. Or do you have this in the news?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. It's a big deal. Usually, that's not a big deal, but this is a pretty big deal.
Okay, we'll talk
yeah.
about it. I'll share my news teaser.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for the news segment. 'cause
Red Dead
I've got-
Redemption.
I've got some big news when it comes to Red Dead Redemption. Super excited. Super
Oh,
excited to
I know
talk
these
about.
news. You told me.
Yes. Jordan, what'd you play this week? Anything new?
I played
fantastic?
the little bit of the Crew. It is
Yeah.
really arcadey, but it was.
Did you
fun.
like it?
Yeah.
As
'cause
much as me or no?
I didn't like the first one very well. I mean, it's not that I didn't like the first one.
Sure.
I didn't like it. No, it's pretty. No, I guess I don't know.
It's not that
don't know,
I didn't like it. I just didn't like it.
Well, I don't know. I didn't find it like it wasn't. I don't know how to explain it. I just couldn't get into it. That's what it is. I just couldn't get into it. And then, yes, I played the Crew beta, which was fun. I played a little bit of Overwatch, and
How's it jumping back into Overwatch? Have you had a chance?
well, I play it every week at work. 'cause
Oh,
it's
okay.
like a
Oh, that's right.
requirement.
That's
Yeah,
your
so,
work.
Yeah.
It's your like team
Team building
meeting.
exercises.
Your team meeting.
Yeah. What else? I feel like I played one more game. Oh, I played ranked Halo.
Oh.
Yeah, I played some more ranked Halo, working up the ranks, moving up.
Dude, since we played the Master Chief Collection, you've dove right back.
That's
back
a good
into Halo.
competitive game.
It is really good.
Yeah,
it does.
And then I did not get a chance to play Somerset, but it is available now.
Oh,
on Xbox
and you have
One,
it,
and I
correct?
have it. Oh yeah.
So I'm just waiting for Black Desert Online.
I hear it's pretty. They say
it's pretty.
They say, hey, it's a pretty land.
I mean, they nail
Also,
their areas pretty well in ESO.
Yeah, no, they do a really good job. No, it's super. I played a lot of ESO. Well, like on Monday I played, but it came out Tuesday, and I haven't been able to play since then. But yeah, Somerset's out. I'm super excited, and big shout out to our community members. I log in one day, and they
Okay.
go, "Hey, just so you know, I sent you some gear.
Oh, you got some gear.
Yeah, and it's pretty good gear.
Oh.
Pretty legit. It's got some
Dude.
set bonuses.
I think shout out to Kabowski. I think is
It
Reckham,
was,
is Reckham one of our crewmates in the clan there. We've got people in the clan. I've not been in that game in forever. But
Yeah, it
we've got
was,
some strong clan. We've got some strong clan captains.
Yes, it was Insanity 57.
Oh.
Big shout out to him. He sent me some gear. I put it on.
Oh, yeah.
Slapped it on.
Looking
and,
good?
Yeah, it looks good.
Makes you look more boss.
Yeah. Well, I wear
boss-like?
I wear costumes and stuff a lot of the time because I've got some cool costumes from like pre-ordering and stuff like that.
Oh,
But the
okay.
gear is really good. I like it.
Very nice.
I have a good time.
Discord. If you haven't joined us yet over on Discord, you need to do so because your life's just not the same without it. Come over, have fun with the amazing community. Just head to xonebros.com/discord to join the server. It's where we hang out and chat about all things gaming 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Come, hang out, have fun. It's a good time. It's where our communication is. We have over 1,000 members of the community on Discord. It's the #1 used app on my phone, so check it out. I use it seriously all the time.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good.
McSpicy, what did you play this week?
Ooh, what did I play? I played some Sea of Thieves.
Oh,
with
yes, you did with me. We rocked
and
it. Rolling efficient.
we took a big sea monster down.
Oh, the Kraken!
You didn't invite me.
The Kraken.
Well-
it was during my stream in the morning.
It was during a stream.
And what really hurts is I messaged both of you this week about it too.
no, it wasn't. It wasn't
the
the DLC.
shark. It wasn't the
Oh,
shark.
okay.
It was not the Hungry and
Okay.
Deep.
It was. We
Because
were
I'm
just,
at that part. I'm waiting.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I'm there.
ready.
I can do
Yeah,
it with
yeah,
you.
I'm ready.
Wait,
Okay,
do I
let's
have
roll.
to? Do I have to do all
You
the
have to do a
stuff?
quest, little quest line.
Okay,
Don't
I'll
worry,
do
I
it.
know where it's all at.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I promise. No, we were just minding our own business,
Just strolling along.
killing skeletons, skeletons,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden,
Out of nowhere.
a
out of
sea
the depths.
monster just moseyed on up and.
I could sense it. I had
Picked
like
a
a
fight.
sixth sense. The
You
ship,
did.
The ship
I
stopped.
have music turned off, so I did
Yeah,
not.
the ship stopped, and the music kicked in. I was like, it's the monster, guys! It's the Kraken!
Oh, and guess what? We took advantage of them.
Killed it. Dude, right away. Everybody jumped on their cannons and just boom,
And
boom.
just-
Because the first time, that's my second time with the Kraken. First time we got rocked by the Kraken. Did not kill it.
Why was it so easy this time?
Because I think the same people the first time Cooper was with us, was Osbundy Boy with us. They were also with us the first time.
so they knew what to do.
And so they knew what to do, yeah. And you just,
Well,
what
how
you
do
want to
you-
do is you jump on your cannons.
How do you not know what to do? You shoot at it.
Well, but you've got to, I think you've got to get rid of those legs fast. Because if you noticed, we didn't kill all the legs. They went down. But we killed the closer ones. Because I think before everyone was not focusing one at a time. You know, like we were all shooting one leg at a time.
It was really fun. I had a
And we
good
got
time.
an achievement for it.
Yeah, it was a rare
That's
achievement.
epic. Yeah, well, yeah, it's the Kraken.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You know what? Next time
No,
at
it's
5:30
okay.
in the morning.
The Kraken's always there. I thought it was the shark.
The shark,
the,
yeah.
the Megalodon.
Next time 5:30 in the morning hits and the Kraken, hits us, I'll give you a call.
So it was actually like really sad because I did all the quest line to do the Megalodon.
Yeah.
And I figured out the last riddle where he's at on the thing, the map. So I went there because I'm thinking, there'll be other people there, and I just sat there with my anchor down for like 40 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
by
Like
myself.
the first week, everyone
Like,
was there.
I
But
looked
now
like,
no one's
I
there.
seriously, like, my ship looked like a loser. Like I was just out there by myself.
I think what we need to do
looking around.
I think what
waiting
we'll
for
need
people.
to do in order to do that now, even though it's only like 2 weeks later.
Well, it's
we'll-
almost over. It's
we'll
like
have to
yeah.
get a galleon, have 4 people, and then find someone with a sloop. And we might have to try to rig it where people are trying to log in and try to get into the same server,
yeah.
which
Talking
is
to our
probably
little
like
megaphone.
a 1 in a billion shot. Like the odds are probably insane to get that to happen.
Well, it
Yeah.
kind of sucks that they're taking it away after 2 weeks.
Taking what away?
The Megalodon.
Megalodon.
They are?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
It's
limited.
So we
it's a
gotta
limited
do it.
event. We got to
Yeah.
do it.
And
yeah.
I think this might have actually been week 2. I don't know.
No. It's still, to my understanding, it's still going to be there for a little
Okay,
while. But
okay.
it is a limited event, and then weekly events start popping. I don't know when they start popping.
So I should probably bring my Xbox to E3 is what
I
you're
think
saying.
we need to do this. Yes.
I think it's
Should I bring
kinda-
mine?
See, that's the thing. But how many TVs does our room have?
I don't know.
Well, we only need one.
Not
'Cause
if we
can
want to
just-
multiplayer it up.
Unless it's same screen.
Yeah, like how many games
Well,
do
yeah,
that
but like you
nowadays?
said, how many TVs do we have?
That's the thing. These are the good questions to ask, David. Let's find out.
Okay, I'll call the hotel.
Yeah.
Can we get an extra TV?
You know what I could do? Okay, I have a plan. Okay, I'm going to set my phone up as a hotspot,
Okay.
and then I'm going to bring my laptop, and connect
I'll
my
have a laptop.
Xbox
Yeah.
and my laptop, and then I can stream it,
Yeah.
and hopefully it won't suck.
Or you just bring your laptop and use Play Anywhere with Sea of Thieves.
That's not the same.
I mean, it basically kind of is.
I know, but it's not my Xbox. I want my Xbox.
Oh. Okay. McSpicy, what have you been playing?
I think
Sea of
I
Thieves.
think we just.
Oh,
yeah.
were we just
I think
talking
that's
about
what
actually how
we're-
we got
yeah,
on.
was
the
how we
Sea of
got
Thieves.
on.
I
Okay,
said
sorry,
we fought
anything
the
else?
Kraken and we
Anything else?
Comcasted
Sorry,
that
I was
bad
so
boy.
excited about. We Comcasted it. I love that term. We Comcasted
That
those
Kraken,
territories.
he didn't even get a hit. Like
None. Didn't
our
pick
ship,
any of us up. Yeah.
Our ship was pristine. He had no idea. He picked
He
a
was
fight
weak.
with the wrong
Yeah.
galleon.
He was
Reactor Leak and PMH 360 both in chat asked if we are going to be streaming anything from E3. So Mixer has a streaming station that they've announced. They've not let any other news out other than they took a surveys. They asked all the partners who were going to E3, would you like the opportunity to stream? If so, what game would you stream? So I filled out that survey. I've not heard back. I don't know. Hopefully I'll be able to stream from E3. If we can, we will. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
We'll get some hours, whether it's early in the morning, late at night, middle of the day. We'll find out, and we will stream
If
from
anything,
Mixer.
I'll just stream Hearthstone at the end of the day in the hotel.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
That's
I'll do
actually
that.
a
Hey,
good
we
idea.
can stream us dueling each other. Like
Oh.
we'll put our phones on the table like we're at a real table, and we'll.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because you could use the Mixer.
Oh, I have a
creative app.
tablet. I'll use my tablet. Bigger table.
Oh,
Nah, I like it. Bigger is better.
bigger is always better. You know what I've been getting into as well? Cryptocurrency. I'm like sucked in.
I don't know what's crypto.
Cryptocurrency.
You hate it, Jordan. It's Bitcoin.
Bitcoin,
Oh.
Bitcoin, Litecoin,
Yeah,
Ethereum.
yeah.
No way, man. It's the way of the future. I'm all in.
People like you are the reasons I can't build a computer right now.
It's a rabbit hole, and I'm down. I'm actually this week while we are at
Are
E3.
you farming?
It has begun.
You are farming right now?
It has begun.
Are you serious?
Dead serious? I'm telling you, I've gone down a rabbit hole.
Are you
Casey
wait.
Jedi in the community, he really got me into it because I've always been like, well, yeah, I like Bitcoin. In fact, Jordan and I almost mined when it very first came out.
That's actually
we
right.
discussed it,
And then
for whatever
didn't.
reason we didn't. Instead, we
I think
played
we actually
Dragon
bought-
Age.
we
I think
bought
we
video
bought,
cards
I
instead.
think we bought Dragon Age instead,
Yeah.
or something like that.
It was between Bitcoin and Dragon
Bitcoin,
Age.
Dragon Age. Dragon Age. that was a wise move.
It was a lot of
I
hours.
mean, an experience there that isn't worth Bitcoins. That's for sure.
Well, so I don't Bitcoin because I can't buy video cards anymore to do it.
Yeah,
But,
jerk.
Anyways, I'm so into it. I decided to put if you have bitcoins, if you're not bitcoins, but any cryptocurrency, if you're as into it as I am, and you'd like to donate to the show, we now accept
This is a
cryptocurrency
big old
donations.
donation.
Well, I just got to mention it. It's on our website. George's laughing.
I'm
I put it on the website.
Hey, you know what I'm into, everybody? I'm into money. And if you want
Donuts.
to send me money,
No, that's not what. That's not. I
if
just
you
always
wanna
forget.
send me
It's
money,
big.
I'm totally cool with it. It's a rabbit hole.
No,
I'm
it's-
deeply into this. Okay, I really like having money, and you guys can help.
No, okay. I don't know if anybody else out there is into cryptocurrency and mining it, but if you are, it's now on our website.
Well,
There
I
you go.
know that you put you added that as one of the because we've actually the reason I remember when you set this up on our site, there are people that use cryptocurrency to pay bills and to do
Yeah. Well,
And
there's actually a
what's
lot.
the
there's
the
websites.
conversion rate?
It just depends what cryptocurrency you're
yeah.
using.
Bitcoin's like way
So
pricey. Like one Bitcoin is like what, like $9,000 right now or
I've
something.
purchased myself some Litecoin, some Ethereum.
I'm probably way off, but it's
Some
worth a lot.
Litecoin, some Ethereum. It sounds like we're in Firefly.
Dude, that's what I like about it. They're like this is the future. Sorry if that came out wrong. Destiny had a freaking awesome trailer.
Yeah, it was. They came
Forsaken.
out with their new year 2 plans. Which
Year 2
is,
plans.
Destiny 2, Forsaken.
Yeah. I want to talk about like our first impressions. I want to start with McSpicy.
Yeah.
We rewatched it all during the
Yeah.
show just to make
Yeah.
sure we were all on the same page and stuff.
Right before.
So let's talk. We've seen it multiple times. McSpicy, give me your impressions, your thoughts, maybe where you're at Destiny now, what you think Forsaken brings, doesn't bring, missing, not missing. Go.
Okay, so I'm probably one of the more critical ones of this game, not because of the game, just because of how I play games. You know, I play a game, and once I beat it, I rarely go back to it. Or, I mean, Destiny is a game you don't really beat. I mean, you technically can within like 4 hours, but you know, I once I move on to a game, I hardly ever go back. And the first part of that trailer, they talked about Cade's like prison.
Yeah.
You know,
the Tangled something is the new area.
Yeah, the new area and stuff like that kind of doesn't appeal to me because, you know, whatever. It's just another
story section,
and I move on. You know, I close that part of my brain off and move on to other games. What I really liked was some of the announcements, like some of the game modes they explained and some of the changes in how weapons work. Like you can hold 3 shotguns.
That's cool. Yeah, that's what they said. 3 shotguns.
They're basically saying, we're just gonna make you do whatever the heck you want. You know? Yeah. So I like that. I think that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna change the game significantly. But the game mode I'm most interested in is the one where you have 2 teams.
Gambit.
Gambit. You have 2 teams that you can see each other at the beginning. And then it looked like kind of a horde mode in a way, but they're 2 separate teams doing their own thing.
In their own arenas.
And at one point in the game, you can invade their game and disrupt them. And you can send
defenders.
Yeah, a currency or something to screw them up as well. So it kind of reminds me of the old Nintendo 64 Tetris.
Oh, yeah, the head-to-head Tetris.
Head-to-head Tetris where you send people garbage and then they send garbage back, you know, and it makes it harder.
Or the modern-day Puyo Puyo.
That's a very good example, David. Yes, yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's kind of like that, but with a first-person shooter. and then, you know, of course, like the Dark Souls invade. That is sweet. And so you can disrupt them. And then if you know, whoever does the thing, the objectives first wins. I think that's a super interesting game mode. I've never seen anything like it, and I'm always interested in new.
It is exciting.
New things.
So it's called Gambit. They described it, self-described by Blizzard, by Destiny. Sorry, Bungie, as PvE meets PvP.
Yeah.
So it's a PvE PvP. And that's exactly what it is, and it reminds me of it's almost like a horde mixed with MOBA, in my opinion, because
I can see that
you're trying to collect these coins to unleash monsters on the other side, and it's round based. So I would imagine it's best out of 3 rounds. I would imagine maybe 5, but I agree with you. I think it looks really exciting, something new. When they first went over and they were like, it's PvP with PvP and PvE, I thought, oh no. As I'm watching it live,
that's what I thought initially.
No, don't do battle royale, please. Like we don't need another battle royale.
Well, see, I don't look at it.
I would see it as like.
Here's the thing about we had this discussion last week about battle royale.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, don't play it.
No, and it's not that, but I think like it was refreshing that it's this new game mode. And had they been like, we have this new exciting game mode and it's just battle royale, well, that's not really new and exciting. You're just bringing battle royale. This is new and exciting to me. You know, this is more exciting than an already other game mode. And I don't know if a battle royale necessarily fits into a Destiny feel.
I think that game mode can fit in anywhere.
It can. Any PvP true. It can fit in.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, you want a free-for-all, you want a team deathmatch, you want a battle royale. It's just one of those. Just don't go to that playlist.
Yeah. But anyways, Gambit, I'm with you, Spicy. I think that looks fantastic. So what does this bring back to you that Destiny was missing? Destiny 2.
Oh, the challenges and the titles.
The collection.
That is, I'm a sucker for challenges, and I'm a sucker for just achievements. And it looks like they have challenges and achievements on crack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and I really like it. And I'm a huge fan of titles. Guild Wars 2, I believe, had this. Whenever you do something, you can put a title over your head, and it'd be like, ooh, did that guy really do that? You know, kind of thing. And I think that's super cool. Do you know what I'm talking about? You're looking at me blankly.
No.
But I'm a fan of titles. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I
I don't know how else to say that I like when I achieve something and I can show that off.
Jordan, how about you? What about the trailer stood out to you? What do you like? What do you not like? What are you looking for? So, okay, before we move back to Jordan, sorry, McSpicy, let's finish.
Yeah.
Let's finish with you on this question. Does this bring you back to Destiny?
I think it does. Yeah. I will. I mean, I get it for free because I bought the sword when I first got.
Well, no, this one doesn't count. You only get the first 2 DLCs for free, which are already out and been out. It may count, but I highly doubt it.
I don't think it does.
Yeah.
So, and he's gone for his spicy walk. He's mad.
Yeah,
how much did they announce? How much it runs?
It's probably going to be it's probably going to be the same level as the Taken King, right? So what, $40 or something like that?
Yeah.
Wasn't the Taken King something like that? $40. So, and it feels like a Taken King size expansion DLC, whatever you want to call it.
I'll look it up. So, Jordan, what stood out to you in this?
Well, I actually really like the new land. I think it's pretty. So the new zones,
it's like
Tangled
desert,
Vales, or something
desert
like that.
western.
But the new raid looks cool.
It will
really
cost
cool.
you $40.
Yeah, $40. Yeah. So, and then the one thing that stood out to me was the same thing that stood out to you, which I'll let you explain because I know you were excited about it. Was the collections.
The collections.
Yeah. So, which is really cool. Yeah, games like Warcraft do this, where like they have a whole collection journal, and you can go, oh, that weapon looks cool, and you click it or whatever, or mount or whatever, and it shows you like, do this, go to this area, and do that. Like you still have to earn it, but it tells you how to earn it, which I think is great, and it has a list, so you can see like, oh, I have 40 out of 55. Weapons, you know what I mean? So you can collect
I love
them
that
all.
you can get all the
Pokemon vibe.
Equipment sets, everything. That's so cool. I don't know what it is. As a
Tangled
young child,
Shores
I would not
called.
have cared about these collection things, with the exception of like a Pokemon.
Yeah.
But now, as an older man,
Would you like some fruit leather?
I would like a fruit leather. Yes.
Harvest grape, orchard cherry, or apricot?
I'll take a cherry.
cherry.
I'm a cherry
What-
man. Thank you.
Yeah, Jordan. How about you?
I don't actually like fruit leather.
You should try this though. It's off the.
No,
it's off the hook.
I've tried fruit
Sorry to
leather.
interrupt.
Yeah,
Okay.
So the DLC is $40. Spicy. Does this bring you back at that price?
$40.
It's the same as the Taken King,
It's a Taken King. Think of it as like a Taken King size.
except for I think more. Honestly, I think this is bringing more features, more changes.
Well, the
than
way
the
they're
Taken King
explaining
did.
how the raid system
Also, the
works.
raid. Yeah, explain the raid system.
It's called the Dreaming City. Basically, I mean, we don't know much about it other than the raid team's working hard on it, right?
Sorry, Spicy is
But-
stressed out over there. he's
But-
so stressed.
What's really cool about it is they're saying like the week 1 of the Dreaming City is not going to be the same as week 4 and 5. You know, so I wonder
Yeah.
if they're going to have
Well-
multiple like the Dreaming City. The name itself makes it sound like you walk in and like you're going to get random stuff, maybe like random wings, different bosses. You know.
Well,
So,
they
I mean,
said
sky's the limit.
that as you grow through it,
Yeah.
you'll change it for other
Change it
people,
for other
which is
people,
really
yeah.
interesting mechanic. Does World of Warcraft do anything like that? In
Well,
their
no, they
raids?
just have raids. Yeah.
Okay, but
So, yeah.
they don't change or they're not.
No.
Okay.
I mean, a raid, they're raids.
I'm
But
just-
usually, like, when you go into a raid of the World of Warcraft, you're killing... It's like the Taken King, which I wish they would do more of. Like, in Destiny 2, I really wish Gull would have been the raid boss.
Yeah,
You know what I
that
mean?
would be
And
cool.
that's what World of Warcraft does, because you work your way up, you know, over the course of usually about a year or so, going through this campaign, getting closer and closer, completing raids to get closer to the bad guy, you know, pushing them back. I wish Destiny would do something like that, and then you finally get to the end game.
Yeah.
And like when we fought the Taken King, it was so that's my favorite raid is the Taken King.
Agreed.
It was awesome. I mean, Wrath of the Machine was pretty fun too, but the Taken King was awesome because like you went through the whole story and you're like, oh, dude, this guy, you really learned to not like him. And then you finally get in there, and he was a tough fight, and you killed him.
Yeah.
And it made that fight made the story that much better. You know. What
Agreed.
I mean? So
I agree. So let me ask you this: you had mentioned before the show, you felt like during this reveal trailer, you felt like they just walked across the street to Blizzard and took some advice from them.
Maybe.
You said,
I mean,
you said you felt that it had a WoW feel to it.
well,
in some of their features.
yeah, because WoW has the achievement system, right? Which I mean, Xbox has the achievements, and so does Sony, right? But the internal achievement system, they have it's called the collection journal in Warcraft. They have this now,
that's basically
right?
what's coming.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like, well, I mean, they're a part of the same company, different departments.
Yeah.
You know, they're not quite across the street from each other. They're states away, but.
They did
You know,
say
email.
They did say that this raid will have the most boss fights.
Yeah, well, and
ever.
that's what's interesting because of the title Dreaming City, I think, and maybe I haven't, I mean, I've only seen the trailer at this point, so I don't know all the other
What's that
news
mean?
about it,
Yeah.
but I mean, the Dreaming City, it looks like how it's set up in the lore is like random stuff can go in there. So maybe all of a sudden we're 3 months in and it's like, whoa, Dreaming City's got a completely new section that you can go to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
they've set it up so that they can add anything. Now, now let me ask you this. Let me ask both you and McSpicy this. Chime in. Bow and arrow. They did announce a bow and arrow. They made the new weapon. They made a big deal about it. They spent a few minutes on the new bow and arrow. It looks like it's a one-shot kill. It looks like it's probably going to be hard to get, or you're going to be limited on ammo, I would imagine. And then it looks like a one-shot kill. You like that? You don't like that? You think that's cool, not cool? Or you'll wait and see?
I think it's probably a one shot to the head, maybe 2 shots to the chest. I don't know. But I think a bow and arrow is cool. I'm not against it.
Yeah. I don't think anything I saw upset me.
Okay.
I actually really like everything I saw in the trailer. You know what I feel like?
What?
Okay, this is what I feel like. Everyone, I had to take a walk.
Can I describe McSpicy's facial? So before we start talking Destiny, there was this light in his eye. Like, there was this light to his step, light in his eye.
I like video games.
He was happy. He was smiling. Then we say $40, and, like, his whole demeanor has changed to one of stress.
This is what I feel like happened.
You look stressed out, man.
Yeah. Because I feel like I was just offered a free trip to Vegas for 2 nights and 2 days. Everything expense paid.
And you have to pay the taxes or something?
But I have to attend a timeshare meeting.
Oh.
And then
if you don't accept the timeshare, you have to pay for it?
Yeah. And then the timeshare ends up being the entire trip. You know, like that South Park episode where they go to Aspen?
Yeah.
That's a great episode. And the parents are stuck there and they're like, you can have this. I feel like I already paid for my trip. I feel like I feel like I paid for this, but now I have to pay for it again.
Sure. It was a little shock. There was a little shock to your system.
Well, it wouldn't be so bad if I didn't like what I saw.
Oh, okay, okay.
I really like what I saw.
So you want it? So, like it enough to pay $40?
Yeah.
Yeah. Boom.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Huh?
I already paid the dang $40.
Okay, let's be honest. You're going to pay $40, and that's what's stressing you out.
That sucks. Because I feel like I already paid for it, but now I have to pay.
In fairness, it does seem
my escrow doesn't cover this.
In fairness, it does seem like a lot of content.
Yeah, but
more than Taken King, right?
We're always told that. We're always told there's a lot of content, you know, it's huge. And then when okay, this is probably me just being a bum face.
Sure.
But
you're skeptical.
And now I'm really skeptical. I'm in that hit me low, man. That was a low blow. I thought my season pass was an actual season pass. I guess.
Well, it was for a year.
But see, I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's how they get you.
A season pass. What do you call a 1 year season pass? Season 1 pass?
Yeah, year 1, year 2, year 3.
Did they say that?
Well, year 1, you know.
Or is it just assumed?
Well,
nowadays?
probably. I'm in the description. It might have said for the first year.
I feel like I just got Comcasted.
You got Comcasted.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. Well, I mean, to Destiny's credit, it looks amazing. The changes that. That's what bugs
I will
me.
admit, it always makes me laugh in these types of trailers. We're like, yeah, we dialed it way up, and you're like, well, why didn't you do that before? You know, like I don't. Their terminology makes me laugh. We didn't hold anything back. Well, why were you holding back before?
Right.
Like I don't.
So
they crack me up. But it looks good. I'm excited.
It looks really good. Yeah. I always thought that it was hard to turn that knob. You know, to dial things up and to dial things back.
Sure.
I always thought that that's why it took, 2 years for expansions or a year for expansions in Destiny's case, right? Then Fortnite comes out and they do it every other day. They have
they have a permanent knob dialer.
Yeah. Let's create more jump pads. Let's create, apples. Let's do they do it like every other day. And so I don't believe that anymore. I feel like, Destiny devs they should be able to do this by Friday. I always thought that, okay, they didn't turn that knob up because it takes some time and effort. I don't think that's the case anymore. Of course, they're not. Of course, yeah. they're not making $300 million a month, so whatever.
A day.
Oh. I am very. This I think has brought me back. Like I'm going to be dabbling back into just slowly getting back into Destiny. The changes they're making, if they pan out as they say, if there's as much depth and content there as they say, seems like it could be good. I think this is the change that maybe Destiny needed. I mean, it's bringing the three of us back.
Well, I dabble in it every
You
now
dabble
and
in
then.
it still, yeah. You're still in it there.
I played through the 2 expansions that were included in the DLCs that were included in the season pass.
Let's be fair, it's probably my fault that I didn't read the fine print.
Sure. It's
That
right at the
said-
bottom. Oh,
that said,
the only one that
you're
was-
going to get bent over, or you're going to feel like that, right? So it's probably my fault, but I still feel.
Do you guys want to hear something interesting? I mean, they have to do it for like marketing and their brand, but in chat someone said that they blurred out the controller on Sony's YouTube page. They did.
You went and looked it
Yeah,
up?
because I went and looked it up. So right here, if you look at the screenshot, that is an Xbox controller he's holding.
And his
it's
hands are
blurred out.
completely blurred
but
out.
if you go to the Destiny YouTube channel, his hands are normal, and you can
That
see the Xbox
is
logo.
so
Yeah. That's
funny.
kind of funny.
That is too
So,
funny.
I mean, I'm sure Microsoft would have done the same thing if it was vice versa.
Well, no,
right?
no.
But I
But
mean,
what does that tell you about your controller? That you are.
it's recognizable. Yeah.
No. That you are the. You have the deal locked up with Destiny to be on your stage, to be on your console, to have all advertising done.
And this guy
with
looks
you.
like he's doing an important job. I
You
mean,
get
that's a lot of
bonus
stuff on his
features,
screen.
But when you go back and when the rubber hits the road, the devs use the Xbox controller.
But see, he could be. It looks like he's on a PC, right? He
Yeah.
could.
But it is an X. It had the X on it, so it is an Xbox.
I mean, like, do you know how
But
functional the Xbox controller is with PCs as well as Xboxes?
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, that just shows you how good the Xbox controller is. We might not have exclusives like PlayStation, damn it,
but we have.
but
a
we have
controller.
superior controllers.
Bungie uses it.
Budget uses it. Proof.
Full,
I mean, look at this guy. Look at that. He's got pens on his desk and everything.
full disclosure, I mean, that's totally subjective, but I'm going to say 99% of us love that controller better. Because that is a dang good. The Xbox controller is the most comfortable controller I have ever used.
Especially the Duke.
No.
I think that guy was using the Duke.
The Duke. Look at this thing. Oh.
Show it off.
Look at this. Look at my hand.
Plug it in. Show him the
I
little.
want to plug it in because this, this like.
It's right. Plug it into your computer. It'll turn on.
Oh, again, okay.
Oh, we can plug it in my Xbox that's right here.
I'll do that. We had a poll in chat go up. The poll in chat over on Mixer asked, "Will you be buying the Forsaken expansion on Destiny 2?" What do you? How do you think that played out? What is your
I voted.
guesses before we go? Oh, so you voted?
I voted when I was mad.
Okay. So you. Okay. Regardless. Don't get
So
me
I
wrong.
kind of.
But how do you think that would play out? What do you think like the general community would say?
Well, I mean,
I'd say yes.
yeah,
Why not?
because this is a
Destiny's a fun game.
this is a polarizing game to some.
Very
right?
polarizing.
Yeah. So there are gonna be people on the left and the right.
It was a sneeze.
Look, is my wife yelling at me?
No, it was a loud sneeze.
Achoo!
29% said yes, they will buy it. 71% said no. Interesting.
That
That's
is
very
interesting.
interesting.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
there you go. I think the three of us will be getting it.
Yeah, I'll get it.
I'm excited for it. That $40 price point, maybe it's a little bit high. I don't know. We'll see.
Does it come with a season pass?
Now, this is in September. This doesn't come out
because I
until-
like to feel
year two.
screwed.
You did get a sword,
I
There's-
know.
There's,
and you do have 2 DLCs to play. Given the first one was
I know.
Well, there's some time before this comes out. So we're going to get some more videos, probably some more feature videos, some more here's what's coming. So we'll be able to tell as we get closer whether or not this is a good deal. And then when we purchase it.
And you know they're going to show it off next week. So
they'll
they're gonna-
show it off at E3. In fact, maybe we'll get a chance to play it.
You think they'll let you plug in your Duke if you bring your own?
You bring your, like, hey, dude,
No, dude,
I can't use that controller,
The
man.
best thing,
I brought my own.
the greatest thing I ever saw
Yeah.
was when Halo 5 was getting ready to launch, and to hype it up, they had a Halo tournament. And they got the developers, and I think they got a couple like YouTubes, everybody, right? And they're like, oh, they're handing controllers, they're talking to each developer, and they get to Major Nelson because he's one of the guys playing on one of the teams.
Yeah.
And I love this. This guy's my hero. They hand him or they he brought his own controller.
That's so
It
cool.
was awesome.
He's like, no need, guys.
He was like, he even said, he was like, no, I brought my own Elite controller. I'm ready. Like, it was legit.
Should we go camera here? I'm plugging this in.
Here we go. Well, you got to peel the plastic off.
You're that guy.
And angle the camera so we're not looking at your shoulder. That's your... okay, there we go.
Okay, so
This is the original Xbox logo.
On the Duke controller. I'm plugging it in right now. We're going to see how this
Can you
rolls.
plug it in?
If I
You
can
okay?
plug it. If I can
It goes
plug
in
it in.
the little...
I know where it goes.
Okay, just, right on the top.
Oh, the vibration. It's there. Wait for,
Oh.
oh, here it goes. Here it goes.
look at
Oh, my goodness.
Yes,
That's so cool.
And it stays there the whole time, right
It's
there.
the
Just right
original
there.
Xbox logo. Let's see. Does anything happen when you press it?
Oh!
It resets it. It restarts.
You guys are yelling into the mic.
Oh, look at it. I didn't even know it was a button.
Okay.
That's
Can
cool.
I just say I think I'm in love now?
that is cool. Like that.
That's... By the way, that's our opening sound for our podcast.
Yeah.
Is the,
Is the beginning there. That is really cool. If you guys want to see what happened, head over to our YouTube channel. You'll be able to see it there. We always post this up.
oh my gosh,
on
I'm in
YouTube.
love.
Dude,
The
every
two
time
controllers,
every
so
time you hit the
sweet.
home button, it's gonna restart the Xbox. That's
Hold on,
awesome.
I gotta rehanitize. I want to hold it again.
This controller. What do these buttons do? The old black and white buttons now, because you have your bumpers still, right?
Yeah.
You have your D-pad. The
Well, that's
awful
start and
D-pad.
back. That's start and back.
No.
No, it's still right here.
Oh,
See, they
oh,
changed
okay.
it. They put authenticity, man.
They went all.
Oh,
this.
you know what it's for? Is because there's original Xbox backward compatibility, so these buttons will work on the original Xbox
Oh,
compatibility
that's cool.
games.
Because
Yeah.
that's the wasn't on Halo. That was the flashlight, right?
Flashlight. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That is so good. For those of you, anyway, so I think we're all
Remember that D-pad?
viewing
Yeah,
that was a
Destiny
bad one.
That was terrible.
favorably here. It'll be
They went for authenticity
Yeah, that
too. This
awful
D-pad's
D-pad,
terrible.
man. Yeah,
it'll be
brings you back.
it does. It's like just grooves. It doesn't really.
It's
have,
just a
like,
button.
It's just one giant button with
It's like an
grooves.
extra. It's honestly almost an extra joystick.
That's so funny. The joysticks feel good on it too.
I think we're all favorable with Destiny. Will be interesting to see how it plays out. See whether we're right, we're wrong. Who knows? We'll see how it plays out as we get closer. We'll find out more.
The Destiny
Was there-
grind always gets me.
was
so
there
I'm excited to
original-
jump back in it.
Bumpers on this?
No. They added those so you can play your newer games.
Oh my gosh.
The LCD
So I guess
screen's
technically
new,
the
too.
white and black button up top is your original
bumpers. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's really cool.
Sucker's
The
massive.
Duke.
Dude,
For those of you, if you're wanting to jump back into a Destiny clan, over on Discord, we've got 2 Destiny clans. If you're looking to jump back in, if you're looking to prep for the new release, the Forsaken DLC or expansion, then head over, join the clans. We've got space. I think we've got space in.
They
in
still
clan
do the
2 as
rating,
well.
so if you want to get in the
Still
rating, very
rating.
nice people.
One of the
Yeah.
coolest clans ever. Every time, like I don't know what I'm doing ever, and when you reach a level in those games, it's like wow. And you've been playing it consistently forever, you know so much more than anybody else. And so you jump in, you're like, hey guys, I'm here to play. And they're like, hey man. And they're just, everybody's really nice.
They
And,
invited me to raid a while ago, but we never got the times lined up and
Yeah.
stuff. But
I did Destiny, a retro Destiny 1 with the clan.
You
Anyways,
also
go
did-
join
yeah.
us. It's in announcements on the Discord page. Both the links to the clans are there, and that is pinned as of today. So go check it out. And it's that time of month again. It's the first podcast.
We haven't even started our show.
We haven't even started. I know. It's the first podcast of the month. Well, actually, it's not. It's the second, but because of the date we couldn't do it last time, it's time to give away a game to our Patreon subscribers. So every month we give a game away to one lucky winner. To enter, all you have to do is subscribe to us on Patreon at patreon.com/positive gaming. Subscribing helps support the community and will help get us to our goal of building a permanent studio for the XoneBros. Everybody is eligible who subscribes for $3 or more over on Patreon. Oh yeah, I like this. For a game, this month's winner will choose
Tell me.
between Dark Souls Remastered.
That's good.
The Crew 2.
Oh.
And No Man's Sky.
Oh, I'm actually really excited for that game
Me too, actually. I'm really interested
because of the
in
new
it.
update. Yeah, very, very interesting.
Very fascinating. And the winner of this month's drawing, Patreon drawing, is the
Oh.
one and only
Ooh.
Freaky
Oh,
R.
yeah.
Congratulations, Freaky. Congratulations. Dark Souls Remastered, The Crew 2, and No Man's Sky's McSpicy. Which one would you pick?
That's so cool. So No Man's Sky,
Well,
and
I think I
then
know which
Dark
one you wouldn't
Souls,
pick.
and then what? Yeah, I know, right?
and The Crew 2.
Ooh.
But for you, it's really only two choices.
I think
Good.
it's
I know
going
how
to
you
be
feel.
Dark Souls. I think
Dark
I
Souls
really
Remastered,
I would
yeah.
love to play that game again.
Multiplayer now in it. Well, I think there was multiplayer before, but they fixed it this time.
Was there though?
Yeah, there was. It was
Terrible system.
very.
Awful.
I think they thought, how can we make this? It was honestly a part of their strategy because they're like, this is a very difficult game. Let's make playing with friends very difficult as well.
That's so cool.
I think I would choose No Man's Sky just because I'm curious about it. at this
That's
point.
the one
It's
I
a
would choose
curiosity
too
factor.
because I'm curious as well.
Next month's winner will get to choose between Vampire or Vampire,
Vampire.
as
Vampire.
they say.
Me and David had this
Fire.
discussion during his stream.
So it's the new game, and it's getting
spelled like
great
R,
reviews, and it
YR,
looks
or
super
something like that,
interesting.
yeah.
It's VAM.
David's like, "Are you gonna get that vampire game?"
PYR.
And I'm like,
Vampire.
it's vampire,
No,
not
it's
vampire.
It's
Vampire.
Vampire or Vampire.
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 They're higher class.
Vampire.
It's a higher
That's
class
the,
of
it's
vampire.
the higher class of vampire.
Yeah,
They're called the
it is.
vampires.
It's the vampire. It's the vampire clan.
The vampire is the butler of the vampire.
Dude, that game looks good. I've been watching people play it. Well, what's the vampire called that the butler serves?
The vampire.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They call him the Duke.
Oh, the
no,
Duke.
Dracula.
Oh, Dracula.
Dracula's on top.
Now, see,
It's
he
like-
wasn't a vampire. He was a vampire.
It's like a mob family.
Anyways,
It's like the Godfather.
next month's winner will get to decide between Vampire, The Crew, and The Crew 2.
I mean, you could throw the crew in there. We'll see who picks that one.
Yeah. And Destiny 2 Forsaken.
because that one costs
Oh,
money.
which, by the way,
Especially to those who actually paid for it already. It still costs you money.
September 4th, by the way, on Forsaken.
Yeah.
They did have a release date.
Yeah.
So.
So we got September. So it's coming up here soon. Congratulations to Freaky RO. Thank you very much for all your support. Thank you to everybody who
Yeah,
supports us on
thanks.
Patreon. And with that, let's get this show on the road. So, Jordan, we've talked about the big news of the week, but what else?
What about the little news of the week?
the little news?
The little guy.
There
The
is
little
no
guy that
news.
doesn't get mentioned.
What else happened in the world?
There's
that is
little
Xbox
news
One?
because there's no news because it's all coming next week.
E3. Ah,
So, first things first, Crackdown 3 got delayed again.
yes. This
Which,
was
by the way,
actually-
this is the third time in 3 years that it's been delayed, I think,
Yeah.
or something like that.
What are-
Well, look, okay, This
Okay.
is my thoughts with the delayed game.
yes. Tell me.
I don't. I mean, it's a bummer when it gets delayed because you're excited for it. I don't care that. Like, I'm not mad at them for delaying it because, hey, it's not ready, or they, they want to get a better release window because this was releasing around I think Black Ops 4, Battlefield 5, and Red Dead. I mean, that's a bad week.
Yeah.
You don't want to release during that week. So I mean, maybe they're moving it. It's February 2018 is where it's being moved to. It's just.
That seems like a strategic move.
That does, because it's I think it's. I mean, obviously, give the developer a little bit more time to polish. which
Unless
is
it's
good.
delayed again.
Unless now when it's delayed again, that's when it.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That seems like a strategic
Yeah.
move by them.
Now I'm not upset that they're delaying it, because it gives them more time to work on it, polish it, all that good stuff. If we get a great final product, right? It's a bummer because this is what it was. It was announced 3 years,
years
ago,
ago.
and it's like, oh, it's coming this year. And they're like, nah, it's gonna come with the X, and we're like, all right, and they're like, next year.
Yeah,
and then you're
wasn't
like,
it-
okay, this is it, and they're like,
So was it the last release date November? Like this last?
The last
November?
release
Was
date
supposed to be
was it
November.
was supposed to release alongside the X.
Wow.
And then
I
they're
wonder,
like-
what do you think it is? So it's ambitious. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Having
it's-
full destruct everything destructible.
Cloud-
In
I mean, it's really gonna be using
multiplayer,
that cloud computing.
There's got to be something that they can't. That's just not right there. What you think it's balance? I imagine that's super hard to balance.
They keep frying
Full
the servers
destruction,
over at the
or-
Microsoft building.
What do you? I would be curious.
We lost another one, sir.
Yeah, we're gonna have to delay it another couple months.
I bet you it's.
What went wrong? It's just like he walks in, it's all smoky.
What happened here?
We lost another one, sir. Well, what'd you do? We crossed the streams.
Crackdown. We gotta lower the graphics. Well, because I mean that's a lot of games use the cloud computing. I mean, probably most online games use cloud computing.
Maybe we should offload some of this to NASA.
Because Forza uses it for Drivatars, Titanfall uses it for AI. I think there's a lot of games use it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not anything new in the industry, right? I mean, it's newer, but it's not anything like, oh, cloud computing, everybody's using it, right?
Yeah.
That's why a lot of games require internet connection. Not all, but a good chunk of them. Now, this one I think is on the forefront because they're doing all destruction calculations in the cloud, right? Which is very interesting because I don't think other games are using it like that in your face. Like they're using it for a lot of back end stuff that you don't see and notice, but this is like bam,
Bam.
When I blow up a building, I'm going to see it on my screen.
Ba-bam.
So that's maybe there's some merit to that. Maybe maybe there's some latency in the destruction. You shoot the building, it takes a minute to come back to you.
Yep.
That's why I'm curious. Are people with lower internet connections at a disadvantage? They're saying the requirements when they released, what was it, last year, the year before, very, very low. I mean, like, you don't need that much bandwidth to do this cloud computing.
If you're gaming online nowadays, though, in 2018, because that's the year we're in right now.
Well, some people, they don't have the infrastructure built to their house,
I know, but I mean, if you're playing online on an Xbox, that's a really small percentage now. That are using dial-up. I don't. They're using their 56K modem. If they're gaming on Xbox, I mean, it's going to take 3 weeks to just download an update, right? I don't know.
But anyway, no, that's what I'm wondering, because the stats they said, they're like, well, what was the internet connection? And it was a really low amount that you needed, right? So I don't know. I wonder if they're trying to fine tune that, or like that has some merit. Maybe they're testing it out and it's blowing up the servers over at Microsoft. They're like, okay, we put 20 players in, and this one just went. Like, because if you think about it, that's a lot of computing processing, like, on there, because it's not just going to be us and our match of however many people. It's going to be the entire world.
Yeah.
Going into one power surge.
Something's not right there. And I bet you, I don't know if it's that necessarily.
They have a Scotty.
Yeah,
I bet,
he's like freaking out.
I bet you it's balance. I bet you, because so you create maps. Think about Overwatch. You create maps, you create lanes, people come down, and so you can balance your map. But as that map gets destroyed,
but see,
I think that's the point.
Doesn't your balance go away?
No, it didn't in Battlefield.
I don't know,
but this is full destruction.
Well, so was everything. Battlefield. No. Bad Company 2 and Bad Company 1. Remember? Do you remember the golf level? Do you remember the golf? The golf level.
Okay, there's a difference between tearing down some trees that are standing out there, like some
we tore
some decorative
down
lawn
a
ornaments.
Wilderness.
We didn't just tear down trees.
There was no tree on them. We did that with an anti-aircraft gun.
Where I have some height ability in a building. I'm on a bridge. I
get what you're saying. You're
and
talking
those
about
can all be wiped out. And then what happens to the rubble? Does the rubble create? How does that affect the map? And I'm sure
Fortnite it.
I bet you it's balanced. I bet you it's Fortnite it. What does that mean? Fortnite it.
I don't know. Whatever you want. That's what it means. It's a new
means
term.
Copy it or just
Fortnite
turn that dial or
Fortnite it is the new phrase for YOLO, which I appreciate.
Okay, I like that.
Because I like that one better. Fortnite it.
I think it's balanced. It's got to be balanced.
I don't think it's balanced.
What do you think it is?
No, can I say why you're wrong before?
Okay, sure.
I want to say why you're wrong before I go on to my...
I shocked you with my open-mindedness.
Marcus thinking, whoa, how did David know that?
Yeah, because he knows he's wrong too.
No, I don't.
No, what do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
No, let me say why you're wrong first.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Why am I wrong?
No, because people balance fix after they release it. They try to do it beforehand, but like Hearthstone, Overwatch, Halo.
But what if you didn't have to afterward? What if the game was just in a perfect zen state?
No,
that's impossible.
But what I'm saying is
it?
No, you're right on that. But I think
that's
when
not
Hearthstone
going to stop you from releasing a game.
No. But when Hearthstone does release, they consider it balanced. And then when you have millions of people playing it, that's when you discover
find exploits and
you
stuff
discover,
like
that.
this is how they're playing it in a way we didn't expect them to play it. That's different than right now the developers know it's not balanced.
No, but do you need that long to balance?
I think that's an ambitious thing, having
I know
fully destructible environments.
I know that's one of the hardest jobs at the devs, right? I'm balancing. You got to be that's the guy everyone hates.
Loves or hates.
No, because he's always nerfing. That's his job, is to nerf. His job isn't to buff. His job is to nerf.
Unless his way of nerfing is by buffing everything else.
Isn't that the World of Warcraft model?
Yeah, that's the World of Warcraft
model.
And
then after like 3 years, then just smash everything down.
Well, they
and then just
squish.
gradually go up.
It's called a
and
stat
then
squish.
Smash it down.
Well, yeah, because what they do is like after so many expansions, like you're doing 20 billion damage, so they stat squish it. So
That's
like 10 damage is still the same as because all the health is adjusted.
That's the
right?
Chinese buffet philosophy.
Yeah.
You try to get as much on that plate as possible and smash it down, and then you can put more on.
No, honestly, I think both have some merit. The frying servers and the balancing. Yeah. But if you think about it, what they're doing with the cloud kit, that's a lot of networking right in front of the player. You know what I mean? So it's got to be perfect. You have a bad launch day with that, not your multiplayer is not just working, but all the features in your multiplayer aren't working.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
I don't think
That's
so.
true.
Back to my question. I don't think it's balance. I think it's ambition. I think it's just a monster of a project to do.
Yeah.
Well,
what they're
Terry
doing.
Crews is involved now.
Yeah,
I mean,
once
you know
you,
what-
once
And
you
now,
get
and
that Old
he did
Spice
say,
guy,
yeah, Terry Crews. He said, trust me, quote, trust me, it'll be worth it, end quote. When Terry
All right.
Crews says it,
All right, I don't.
Terry Crews is a gamer.
I don't need to worry.
He
Terry
is.
Crews
He's
has
an-
said
yeah,
it.
he's a gamer.
He's a
Terry Crews is in my top 5 cool people.
He's a cool guy.
Woo!
It's cool.
Next,
But next on the list we got State of Decay exceeds 2 million players in less than 2 weeks.
congratulations.
That's almost a
State
million
of
a week.
Decay.
Congratulations, State of Decay. Very cool stuff. Blizzard
Duh.
basically confirms a new Diablo project. Very key word,
So is this-
project.
Is this
It could be a Diablo card game. I don't even know.
maybe it's a
They won't do a
Diablo
card game.
first-person shooter like Doom?
Maybe it could be anything.
First-person shooter.
Diablo MMO. It's the next World of
It's-
Warcraft.
But a first-person shooter in a fantasy setting.
Yeah, why not? It's Van Helsing.
But that's. I don't think it works.
They have a Diablo.
Blizzard can figure it out.
They can do
What
whatever
is
they
it
want.
going to be called? Hexen? I guess that's a first-person shooter in that world. Well, you can have a wand. You're going to go.
Yeah, man.
Asio broom.
Yeah.
It's Accio.
Yeah.
Well, it depends.
Dude, hey,
Depends on what day.
hey, go back to Hogwarts, okay? Get it right.
Get it right.
Wait, isn't it ACIO?
Accio. Accio Firebolt.
But it could also be Asio.
Jim Dale.
Maybe if
I'll tell
you're
you,
a
you're a
dumbass-
big,
and
you're a
then
big dumb
dumbassio.
Asio.
Dad joke. Dad joke. Oh, man. We're on fire today. Overwatch.
No.
Oh,
The
we
Blizzard
wanna
thing.
stick
Yeah,
on
the Blizzard
Diablo
thing. Yeah,
project.
Diablo thing. Blizzard is basically hiring someone for a unannounced Diablo project. So speculation is maybe it can be a new Diablo 3 expansion. Maybe it can be a new Diablo 4, right? You know, who knows? Maybe it can be a card game, a first-person shooter, an MMO. No one knows. But it is tagged as a unofficial Diablo project in the works by Blizzard. So very cool. Maybe at BlizzCon, we get a little teaser this year. Very cool. I hope so. Good stuff. But Overwatch, this is actually really cool. New features coming to Overwatch. Little quality of life features.
Yeah.
There is a feature called endorsements, and I think they had to do this for politeness.
Oh, really?
But
Why?
there's an endorsement system in the game, so if you really like what a player did, you can basically be like, "Good job, dude." You can say that.
Okay.
You can say that now. There's going to be a little button. You can
Wait,
say,
why do
"Good
you
job,
think
dude."
they did this for politeness because you felt like it was becoming too toxic?
Oh, well, just ask Mark about the messages he's received.
It's
In
always
what?
in Overwatch.
Overwatch.
So they
Oh, yeah.
did these endorsements to
I get these
try to
messages so mu-
encourage positivity.
Yeah. Well, Mark, Overwatch has a new endorsement system that's coming in the next in a patch. Basically, you can be like, "Good job, dude."
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, nice job. Yeah.
Neato,
yeah,
man.
Yeah. So very cool.
Which can also be used in a taunting manner. Just go to Hearthstone and see how they use their happy emotes.
I didn't realize that Overwatch was that
Yeah.
toxic.
There are.
I haven't played it since.
Well,
launch.
I mean, any online game can be toxic, right?
Is it overly toxic though? Like,
Well, I don't think it's overly, but you'll get a. Well, Mark is the best one to ask. He had pre-written messages.
Yeah,
You know, this
it
is
is.
where you came up with your pre-written messages for this guys.
It's more toxic on PC because you can just type and chat with a
Yeah.
keyboard.
Yeah.
But it's toxic when someone goes through the effort of typing out a very
on the gamepad.
terrible message and then hit send.
So let me read this to you.
Okay.
It's a very cool system actually. So in the late endorsements. Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Endorsements allow people to recognize gameplay behaviors from players on both their own and enemy team. There are 3 categories of behavior that someone can be highlighted as excelling in: sportsmanship, right? So hey, good job, man.
Yeah.
Good teammate. So hey, good job, team.
Boom.
And then shot caller, right? Which is like, hey, let's do this, let's do that. You know, kind of, which I'm assuming is what shot caller is. But those that maintain a high endorsement level. So like, if you get endorsed a lot for being like, hey, good job, man, and other stuff like that, will be periodically rewarded. Now, Jeff Kaplan, who's the game director, has not said what these rewards will be, but that's what I think will entice players not to be douches.
Yeah. Well, just adding
Yeah.
the option to be positive.
Yeah.
Kind of to negate the negativity, perhaps.
Yeah, and you're thinking like, oh crap, don't curse that guy out. Hey, good job, man. And then
Hey,
he
good job.
rewards you, and then you're like, oh yeah, I got a cool new
thank
skin.
you.
Yeah,
Hey, we're
yeah,
friends.
Be nice.
Hey, pals.
You know. So hey, I think it's a good idea. The other feature they're adding is a looking for group, so you can set up. You're thinking Jordan looking for group that's matchmaking. No. I get what you're saying. They're still looking for group. You can say, hey, we have a team. Like Mark's a good diva, David's a good Pharah, I'm a good tank or whatever. We really need that support character, so you can basically post your group, say you're looking for a support character, and then it'll find someone who's posted like I'm a support character looking for a group, and it'll kind of match you guys together. And then from that point, you guys can group up and join the quick play, or the competitive or whatever you want to play. So it's cool little. I think there's a cool little quality of life features which are very cool.
Agreed.
The next big one is what we'll talk about: Red Dead Redemption, which is pretty cool.
Red Redemption came out with some big news for pre-order.
Yes, I'll let you talk about that, but I'm just excited that it's. Look at that. I logged on my computer one day and it said, hey, do you want to pre-order Red Dead Redemption 2? Because it's available. And when you can pre-order it on the Xbox, it's coming.
Did you pre-order it?
Well, who didn't?
You did?
I haven't yet.
What is wrong with you people?
Wait, you did pre-order it?
I don't like to pre-order things out of principle.
I did it.
I know,
Nice.
but I probably still
I
will.
mean-
But I know. Look at it. I get it.
I
I know.
Like
I
George
know.
just pointed to the computer.
I
Just look at it. Just look at it. Yeah.
They told me, it was actually Major Nelson because I follow him on Twitter. He said Red Dead Redemption 2 is now available. Pre-order. I didn't even check my bank account. I just hit the button.
Yeah, they.
I know.
I-
Do you get like a cool pair of sneakers or something if you?
Cowboy boots?
You do get cowboy boots.
Yes, so there are 3 different. There's standard edition, which is just the normal standard, nothing bonus. You do. You get a pre-order. You get an outlaw survival kit and a war horse with the just standard edition of the pre-order. There's the special edition in which you get an extra mission, a bank robbery mission and gang hideout.
Yeah.
You get a couple other outfits, gameplay boosts, and cash bonuses and discounts. So I wonder how that, if you have like certain tokens that you can use, and like now everything you turn in from hunting and everything you scan, you get plus 100 gold, right?
Yeah.
And you also get free 3 weapons at the gunsmith. This is with the special edition. The special edition, I believe, runs you $79.
It's your typical special edition price.
Type deal. Yeah, it's your typical special edition. The ultimate edition is so there's the ultimate edition, and I believe the ultimate edition is $100. It just gives you more content. You get all that same content I just talked about, plus online content, more outfits, rank bonuses. It says that's gonna be interesting. A black chestnut thoroughbred horse, which looks awesome.
I'm gonna name mine Chessie.
Free access to additional questions. Then, on top of this, there's an additional edition that was limited. The limited
Additional-
collector's edition.
That one was.
So I have a question with that one.
Let me explain what it is first.
Okay, maybe you'll answer my question.
The limited collector's edition comes with it's a physical copy of the game.
Yeah.
With a physical chest, like a leather chest, old Western chest. You open it up. It's got crazy awesome map, like not just a paper map.
Yeah, like the old
Really
Skyrim map that you
legit.
got. That nice paper.
yeah,
legit
that's what I like in that one over there. That has a map.
Yeah,
I really
it
like
does.
it. It's very useful.
And Bonnie Clyde on the other side. Or no, not Bonnie Clyde. McFarlane.
Bonnie McFarlane.
on the other side.
What a woman.
I think it was Bonnie McFarlane. Right?
Yeah, that's
Somebody.
what it is. Yeah.
It is actually already reselling online for $235 on eBay. Wowzers. Here's everything that you get in it right here. You get a deck of cards, you get bandanas, you get a collectible coin. Anyways, really cool stuff.
Plus all the digital stuff.
Yeah, catalog. Plus, you get all the digital stuff. You get a puzzle, a Red Dead Redemption puzzle.
So that's my question. Digital stuff. If I buy that, do I have a digital code to download the game? Because I would like to get that, but
that's a
I
great
don't want
question.
a disc.
That's a great question.
Well, you can't get it anymore. It's sold out.
Yeah, it's also that you have to pay $235. For the record, I own iPod. I bought this.
You did?
I purchased it. Yeah, Jordan's shocked.
That's hilarious.
Jordan's shocked.
Well, you know which one I got?
What?
The $99 version.
Oh, the Ultimate Edition?
So
I got the collector's edition.
we got a
So
ton
what-
of crap.
So what we'll do is wait
Yeah.
and see. I assumed it would be a physical copy, but you're right. It might just be a code for the game.
How much was this?
I hope
if
so.
you're allowed to say it if your wife's not listening.
She's not listening, and it was $99. And
What did I buy?
because this was limited, so
I
you
got
had to get
shafted.
you had to get on it right away.
I got shafted, man.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't mind if Rockstar does that to me every once in a while because they treat me well.
I'll check.
They need to bring me down every once in a while.
I'll check my receipts.
Okay.
But I was really excited because Jordan's usually
You
the one
didn't get shafted. You just bought the wrong thing.
Jordan-
That's
well,
user error.
Jordan's usually the ones that purchase
Because
these.
I can return the pre-order. Like you can digitally because I just pre-ordered it.
So
right?
I was
Like,
just on Rockstar's website here, and it doesn't give you the option. It used to give you the option
to what?
to in their warehouse for the collectors.
Oh
edition.
yeah, because they're probably out. You know,
Yeah,
that's
I
what
think it
makes a
literally
collector's
was
edition.
limited edition.
Well, should I?
Oh no, wait, it's right here. Boom. Wait, it's still available. Here, I'll tell you how much it is. It's $99. Yeah,
Oh wow. You're only allowed to order one.
and I'm looking to see. Sorry, everybody. I'm looking to see if it says
If it comes with
Oh, no. Good job. We're good there. Does not include game. Game sold separately. Game sold
Wait,
separately.
what?
The collector's
so we're
box
okay, we're okay.
is separate. So we're good.
So what's
We're good.
funny-
You didn't get the game with that?
No, it's just the Red Dead Redemption
Dude,
collector's box.
That's a Rockstar thing, man.
Dude,
That's how
this
they
is
get
awesome.
you. That's a Trevor thing.
I was planning on buying the game twice.
a Trevor
I told Spicy this on stream. I was planning on buying this game twice because I'm not going to open this. I'm not even going to open this. I'm
Yeah.
keeping this bad boy sealed.
Game not included. But you do get all the digital content that I get, right?
No, because it doesn't come with the game.
No, but
No,
it should.
because he got the ultimate.
Well, I
edition.
have
And then
Game
you
share.
can game share.
Oh, but that's right. Does it come with all the digital stuff if you did happen to buy the game?
Oh no, this doesn't.
Okay.
It
This
doesn't
doesn't.
come with the game at all.
All right,
Basically,
okay. I won't return mine then.
Basically, that was made in China.
This is a loot box.
It's
This is a loot crate.
box. Yeah,
Loot
loot
crate.
crate. Yeah.
it's a
come
loot
to
crate made in China
It's a
that
red-
he just ripped off.
It's a red loot crate. Maybe I'll return this. No, I won't.
That has a deck of cards. That's the most expensive deck
But
of cards
it's
I have
a
ever
Red
seen.
Dead Redemption.
Dead
deck of
Redemption.
cards.
I
Maybe
know.
John Marston's
It
on
has
those
the
cards.
word collector on it.
Yeah. Hello.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Collectors.
That's one expensive set of
Yeah,
cards.
it really is. It really is. It kind of disappoints me a little bit. That does come with the game.
Disappoints you. Do you need to take a walk?
Just like you found out, Destiny costs $40. This is a day of disappointment. I found out it doesn't come with the
I can go get you
game.
more fruit leather.
Didn't even get the game.
Didn't
Spent
even
$100
you
bucks.
bought
I
I was
didn't
sitting there
get the
thinking,
game.
like, why are both of them $100?
Yeah, I'm like, what? That's why I feel like I got shafted. I was like, what?
Totally didn't even get the game. Oh, man.
That's all right. It's all right. I was planning on getting it twice because I'm
You
leaving
know what's
that
funny
bad boy
is I'm
sealed.
glad you looked because I was thinking about returning
Deleting
that
it
and then
and getting
buying
the
the other
collector's
one, right?
box.
And then we both get it day one. And we're like, what?
Hey
the-
man, I love my Red Dead. That's right. I do love my Red Dead.
Well, can I come borrow your map?
No, it's not. It's not being opened. It's not.
When you're at
it's a
work,
white
I'm going to
glove.
sneak in.
That'd be funny. You sneak and play with it, and then you just like shrink wrap it. I have a shrink wrap machine.
What's that thing where you put the envelope over the stove and then like opens up?
It's like-
So anyway, cool.
anyways, I think it's exciting.
Red Dead
That
Redemption.
stuff's always
It's
exciting.
official. It's out for pre-order.
Tell me what
which is very
rumors
cool.
there
Oh,
are for
dude,
E3.
I'm really excited for this. This is the last story of the news. It's the rumor. Now we're entering the rumor zone. Do you have a thing for the rumor zone? It should be the Twilight thing.
I
Or
can
sorry,
give you an
Twilight Zone.
Old Spice whistle.
Okay, the rumor zone.
Nah, it's a happy place. Rumor Zone is a happy place.
So the rumor zone. This is a lot of This is basically rumors. What people think. This is E3 rumors. This is what people think are going to be at E3, right? And I think this would be fun to go through because I'm sure we have our own wants and needs, right? This can kind of segue into that discussion.
I have many wants and a few needs.
Yes. Mine is reversed.
Oh, you have many needs and a few wants.
Yeah.
That's,
Where do you fall on that algorithm, McSpicy?
I get
needs
what
and
I want.
wants.
Oh,
And I-
you get
and
what
I never
want,
get what I need.
but not what you need.
Yeah.
There's one rumor in here that I hope.
Okay, tell me what's the big rumor?
I have prayed to the gaming gods every day this week that I hope is true.
Okay.
And I'm going to start out with it. It's going to be a big one. Fortnite on the Switch.
That's
really?
that's not a rumor anymore.
Is that official?
I think I've seen some pretty clear stuff on that.
It's a rumor. That's what they're saying. They're saying they'll announce it at E3. Fortnite on the Switch.
Yeah, I've heard some pretty.
Pretty
substantiated, though.
solid rumors.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Well, it's already mobile,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
bringing it to the Switch is actually
Probably
a
a
step up.
breeze.
Yeah,
And with how Fortnite does it,
yeah.
they're just gonna Fortnite it.
They'll just Fortnite it. So that's really the
That's-
biggest announcement that you're looking forward to.
I have wanted this whole. The reason I know this is because I've wanted this for a very long time.
But wait, hold on.
I can play Fortnite in the bathtub.
I think your priorities are messed up.
What?
This is your number one thing that you hope happens over everything.
Well, no. Out of these rumors, there's one other thing. There's one other thing that I hope happens that I've heard nothing about, and I hope it happens.
Okay, we'll get to that in the question
but,
segment.
Fortnite on the Switch,
I think
can
your
play
opinion is stupid.
Not
right,
opinion.
David?
No, not opinion. Priority. His priority.
It's the same thing.
Dude,
No,
come
no.
on. Fortnite on the
But
Switch?
Jordan, hold
Fortnite
on.
going to the Switch is your favorite.
You're an idiot.
No,
Back to you, David.
No, but Fortnite on the Switch is what you're looking forward to most at E3.
Well,
but
no, that's
what I
it's
thought he
in
was
the
saying.
top 5.
That's not
It's in the
that's
top
not what he
5.
was saying. See, now I got
It's
some
a big one.
clarification.
It's in the top 5.
Okay, I can accept that.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. Have you played Fortnite on the mobile device? It sucks the big one. Like, it's not...
Well, of course
I mean,
not.
it's a
Finger-
phone.
Finger joysticks.
You
don't
make it
wanna...
you made it as good as you can, and I commend them for that. But it's just not. The phone is not a gaming device.
Although
You know what
I gotta say, I want to go up against mobile players.
But
because
yes,
they're
yes.
sitting there spinning
Yeah.
in circles.
Now on the Switch with the proper controller, maybe pop that little guy down, put on your Pro controller. I'm there.
Okay, give me some other rumors.
Okay, other
the rumor
rumors.
mill.
We have Hitman 2 leaked.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Did you hear anything about this, Mark?
Saw that.
I mean,
No,
you
no.
you
Yeah, I seem like I'm in the rumor
yeah,
mill.
yeah.
No,
I feel like you have connections after that Fortnite.
No, you don't understand. I check that daily. Actually, it's every time I go use the restroom. I'm like, man, I wish Fortnite was on the Switch.
So they talked about Assassin's Creed Odyssey was a rumor, but then they confirmed it with the old kick trailer.
The old kicko.
The old kick away trailer. So that's coming for sure. This is an interesting one, and actually one I'm very excited for as well. Borderlands. Now,
Yes.
in
It's been
my
rumored many
I
times.
would prefer
Okay.
now when I say Borderlands, I mean original Borderlands re-release remaster on Xbox One. So the original Borderlands 1, where it all began, remastered,
The original
re-released.
re-release.
Re-release. Yes.
Okay.
So
So the rumor is that like a Game of the Year edition.
Yeah,
will be coming.
exactly, for Borderlands. Now, I hope it's actually Borderlands 4. I would prefer a Borderlands 4. I don't need to play Borderlands 1 again. I feel like I just don't need to. I have the Handsome Collection, which is Borderlands 2, and I think the pre-sequel, right, which is fun. I would rather have a Borderlands 4, in my opinion, and I hope that gets announced.
Yeah.
So-
They said
But I mean,
it
if
won't
it-
be at E3,
Yeah,
but
but you know,
I mean, they could be lying.
I would lie if I was a developer.
I would lie too.
You know, why not?
Yeah.
Right? Say, we're not making this. Bam.
I want the
made
announcement
it.
at E3. I want to own it.
Yeah, so other new Splinter Cell, which we kind of
we kinda-
teased on
new
Xbox
Fallout,
One,
we
new
know it's
Fallout, yeah, which
coming.
know is coming. This is another interesting one, and this I know this is an Xbox game, an Xbox podcast, but check this out: Star Fox getting a racing game.
Called Grand Prix.
Why is Star Fox racing? Are you in planes?
Well, racing in space.
is the frog and the donkey in it?
Racing in space.
Is the frog and the donkey? I don't know.
A space racer.
A space.
I don't
racer.
want the frog. He was annoying.
Was his name Floppy or something?
I didn't
No,
like-
he
I
was
didn't like
always
him.
like, help me. He's
I
the
love
guy
how they
that was
talk.
always like,
Yeah.
and he's always like, help me,
Yeah.
please help me. It's like,
And then
oh
the
my
donkey
gosh,
guy
again.
And then another
that guy
one.
was so needy.
Cyberpunk. Can't
Cyberpunk
wait for
or another CD Projekt Red
Yeah.
game, and
Yeah.
then of course another one because this is just exciting because I mean, N64 classic, little N64, as Mark calls it, the Cadillac of consoles because of the
my
curves.
goodness,
Imagine if
I want this
imagine
so
if it fit in the
bad.
palm of your hand like the other ones.
I want this
You
so
know it's
bad.
that would be cool.
You know it's coming. With how much money they've made.
Yeah,
on
but I
everything
can
else.
never get my hands on any of these little guys.
Just steal one.
I
You're
wish
at E3.
Xbox.
Just steal one. Okay, yeah,
I
that
wish
makes
Xbox
sense.
did the same thing. Well, they don't need to because
Backwards
compatibility. Yeah.
But why not?
One.
I mean, if
a
you make
mini,
them,
a mini brick.
if you make like
that is the Xbox
But see, all
that you can actually attach the new Duke controller
with
to.
a mini Duke
With a
controller.
mini Duke. I think that's just a normal controller.
yeah, that's called a normal controller, David.
And then, of course, this is exciting. Just Cause 4 will be a cool one. And then Gears of War 5, which I hope is out. Now, my biggest hope.
Okay.
Should I tell my biggest one?
Well,
that
let's
I
get to
want
questions because
Oh,
these are questions people
okay,
wanted to know.
yeah.
They had questions, so
Okay.
let's ask the
Yeah, let's
question.
ask the question.
So that's the biggest. That's the news for the week.
Yeah.
Which brings us to our last segment of the show, the mailbag. This is where we take questions from our mailbag. To submit a question to mailbag, just gotta subscribe over on Patreon, patreon.com/positive gaming. First question comes from.
Somebody.
I think someone asked.
Let's
a
go
question
Dark
this
Knight.
week, right?
Let's go Dark Knight. Dark Knight. asks, with it being the eve
before E3.
with it being the eve before E3, and this being your first E3 to attend, what are you most excited about doing or seeing, etc.? So let's just talk. A lot of people talked about what our crazy predictions are. Rob Williams says each of you make 2 or 3 crazy and wild predictions for E3. What do you want to see? Let's just go over. Let's take care of all the E3 questions right now.
I mean, I just want to have a good time.
Me too. But let's start Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
We just talked about, you said Fortnite's in your top 5. What would just make your
Fortnite on the Switch,
make your day, the announcement? And keep in mind, everybody, in case you don't know this, the Microsoft presentation is this Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific. So that's 1 p.m. Pacific this Sunday. It'll be on Xbox. It'll be on Mixer, Twitch, anywhere. It'll also be on cable. If you check Major Nelson's site, it's going to be on some cable channels even. So if you have traditional TV, you'll be able to watch it there as well. Really exciting. But okay, go ahead. What makes
Fortnite on the Switch would be one cool one that I appreciate.
That's your top 5.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but I'd really enjoy any type of Elder Scrolls core series. I mean, I like ESO a lot.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls core series. They talked about how they're not gonna, they're not working on it like in January or something. Last I looked on the internet, but who knows? They could be saying, "Hey,
That would be
bam,
so sweet." I mean, the guy on the stream that released Fallout 76 did have a Skyrim T-shirt on.
yeah," and he did point.
That would
to
be so cool.
Perhaps that's a
maybe they're
clue.
just gonna give out Skyrim T-shirts.
Do you think that's just being super fanboys of Skyrim, or do you think that is a legit clue?
Well,
I mean,
Bethesda does
they are
those
the
clues.
developer.
is there anything else they can release it on?
Here's the deal.
That's what I first thought.
I don't think that thing was planned. I think they just winged
They
it.
just winged it and like,
Yeah,
hey, let's try this.
They saw Jeff wearing a Skyrim shirt and they said, "Hey, go walk
Hey,
in front
just
of that camera."
that's our brand.
Let's
just go in there.
Let's break the internet.
Break the internet.
They're just sitting in the morning. They have their cups of coffee. Hey, you want to break the internet today? Sure.
We've been working hard, right? So I would love some type of Elder Scrolls announcement. I mean, ESO announcement would be cool and awesome, like some new stuff for there. But I mean, they just released an expansion, so I doubt that they'll be announcing anything. But a core series, Elder Scrolls 6, or even an offshoot game, I don't know. That guy did walk in front with a T-shirt.
He did.
Yeah.
And the only other logical explanation I can think of is Skyrim on mobile. That's the only platform they haven't released it on.
Yeah.
And that's all that T-shirt. I don't know. Maybe they're just giving out T-shirts.
Maybe they're
but
bringing
a
out
cool
Skyrim.
Elder Scrolls.
Maybe that was just a clue saying, "Hey, we'll have these T-shirts at E3."
Yeah. Hey, you want this T-shirt? You can get it at E3.
I think they're going to announce it. I really do.
Hey, whatever.
I think that might be wishful. That maybe it's wishful
Yeah.
thinking on my part, but no, I just think
Whatever.
it's time. It just makes sense logically. I think it's a lie. Oh no, it's coming, but we've not even started working on
They
it.
had a
do you know what it
complete-
is?
They
At
made
all.
a complete
Do you know what
fake Fallout trailer, right?
Yeah.
The Fallout 76 doesn't even exist, and it's just going to be Skyrim.
No, do you know what it's going to
Or
be?
some Elder.
It's going to be Skyrim released on the phone.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. That's what
Yeah.
I said. That's the only device they haven't released. Skyrim released on mobile. It's the only
That's
device
so
they haven't
funny.
released. So, but hey, this being said, whatever Todd Howard says, I'll get it. That guy's my hero. He's one of
Yeah.
my heroes.
What if
he just gets it? Man.
What if it's the main character of the new Elder Scrolls, whoever that may be, you essentially.
Oh, it's usually you.
Yeah. But it's someone in the Elder Scrolls world, and what it is that they show the Fallout 76 trailer, but then they doodle fiddle out. It's in dreaming, but it's someone in the Elder Scrolls world.
And he was like,
That's a
weird
dick
That was a
move.
weird dream.
That would
and
be
then
hell-
and then
and then the crowd goes wild.
They
and
wouldn't
it's
go
a new
wide.
and it's a new Elder Scrolls instead.
That's like in that same meeting. You want to break the internet? You want to piss everyone off?
Would you though? I don't know because we don't know anything about 76. It's an online Fallout game.
what, is it an online Fallout game? We don't know.
We kind of know a little bit.
Do we?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, do we?
I can't. You're challenging me, and I don't have anything. Okay, so I don't know.
My number one announcement that I would love to see, and I just don't know. I don't know where it's been. I don't know where it's going. I don't know what they're doing. Halo 6.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know. I just don't know.
Is that for sure? Has that been talked about? Is that for sure coming? Do
They've
we
been
know?
quiet.
They've been quiet.
They haven't said a thing.
Is 343 going to be the one working on that, or who's?
Well, I
doing?
mean, that studio is dedicated to working on Halo games.
Yeah.
And they're dedicated to working on the core Halo games.
Well, the other rumor is that's a pretty solid rumor that we didn't talk about is that Microsoft is purchasing Playground Games. Playground Games is rumored to be working on the next Fable, and also obviously makes some of the Forza series. we're going to see a Fable. We're going to see a Fable.
Can
at,
you imagine
at
those
this event?
I mean, you're still in the board meeting, right? And like, hey, we need a new Fable game, right? And they're like, well, why don't we ask Playground Games to make it? And the other guys were like, okay, well, why don't we just buy them? You know, like when you have that kind of money, like what are those conversations like?
That's fun money.
That's fun money.
Like, yeah.
That's fun money.
Like what? What if we just contract them to do the new Fable game? Oh, or we just buy them.
Let's do it.
What if we just bought them? And you're like, oh,
That way, make sure they're ours.
yeah. Then they can't go anywhere.
Then we control them
Yeah.
forever.
Forever.
I think we're going to see Fable for sure. That's my wild
That
and
would be
crazy
exciting.
prediction.
Is it
That
too
would be-
soon for Fable, though? I mean, do you think that they'll have something ready for us?
They'll have at least what PlayStation had for God of War when it announced it 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
3
I thought
years
it was
ago.
like 4 years ago.
4 years ago. I mean, really, that's all you need to get the hype. I mean, that's kind of the equivalency. In
Honestly, all
popular-
you really have to do is just show a title. I mean, look what
Yeah.
Nintendo did last year with Metroid. They're like,
And everyone's like, "Metroid's going!"
Oh, yeah, the crowd like
we know
freaked
it's
out.
coming.
You know, Mario came on stage. You know.
They could have something. I don't know, but I think we're going to see a Fable for sure. Now, Microsoft did bump up their time, so normally it's about an hour and a half, 90 minutes. It's a 2-hour show. Does that mean anything, you think? Or they've got to have new IPs for sure that they're going to be going into depth. That's what I'm thinking.
Can I say one more thing?
Exclusive IPs at that.
Can I say one more thing
Yeah.
I'm excited about?
Go ahead.
I'm very excited about Nintendo this year because I feel like they're on a high with the Switch.
Yeah.
I have no idea what they're doing,
Sure.
nor does anybody else because, I mean, do you really know what Nintendo's doing?
No.
You never do.
Yeah, I know, and that's what
Talk about board meetings that'd be exciting.
Yeah, that's what excites me.
Yeah.
I mean, I really wonder where they're going and what they're doing. Because when did the Switch launch? Is this our first E3 with a released Switch? What was the Switch release date?
No, it was
last
last
year. Last year we
year,
had an E3
early-
with the Switch.
early
It was
last
right
year.
before E3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, that's what I'm excited for.
Very cool. Big Spicy.
Hello.
Excited? E3. What are you excited for? What are you most excited about seeing or doing? Can I say mine?
I know what I want.
My most exciting thing is going to the Microsoft conference. I'm really
Yeah,
excited
I'm-
to be there in person.
I am too.
You want to just rub it
Wow.
in even more?
Wow. Jordan is sitting in the hotel room. So we both got, Big Spicy and I were lucky and both got tickets.
Well, you got it because of
I got it from Mixer.
from Mixer being a partner, and they could only bring one of us.
Yes.
And I
I
won the
McSpicy
freaking
won the
lottery.
lottery. Like literally won the lottery.
I was one of the ones
And
chosen
we're still waiting to hear on Jordan.
out of the pot.
Like day of, we get an email.
Like day
we
of.
have a spot.
Hey, guess we
Hey,
got an
what's
extra
funny?
spot.
Can you guys sit next to each other?
I don't know how.
Here's my thing. I think they may be announcing something for Mixer partners.
You think they're announcing something for Mixer partners?
Would they do that at the conference though? Because conference, you want to be very games focused.
But I mean, they're pushing Mixer as a brand.
Mixer is their
Mixer.
brand, yeah.
Yeah. I think because
what type of announcement do you think?
I don't know. I just think. Wait, what? That's funny.
That was just funny.
It sounds funny.
What are they announcing? I have no idea, but they're doing it.
No, they're inviting all the Mixer partners there. They want. I think they want to see reactions or something, or they're having you there to say, and for our Mixer partners, a new car or something. I don't know. Not a new
But
car.
Everyone
obviously.
gets
can
a new
you-
car.
But the thing is can you do that? Because then you alienate your fans. You know what I mean? Like your non-mixer partners.
No, because they want people to start streaming on their Xbox.
Yeah.
They want
So you
more
think-
streamers.
Yeah.
So you think they're going to announce Microsoft's going to announce something for Mixer to try to pull top streamers from, say, Twitch? I mean,
Not
something
necessar-
something monetary.
Not,
something.
not necessarily that, but I'm sure that's part of it.
Yeah.
I think they want more streamers.
Okay.
And I think having a specific section or inviting the Mixer partners there, I think they're going to announce something
Well, and
for the Mixer
isn't
partners.
the
Interesting.
Microsoft is not actually in the convention center. I think they're over at the Microsoft Theater.
They're
which
at the
is
Microsoft
Nokia
Theater, yeah.
They'll have a presence in the convention center, which is basically Mixer. It's the Mixer booth that's going to
Yeah.
be there, right? And I don't know what exactly they'll have.
I know I pulled up the map.
But see,
and I
why
didn't look at
invite
anything.
you? Why invite you to the
Microsoft conference?
conference?
Yeah, they gave it to partners who. That's a really good point, Spicy. You're right.
Why would they do
Maybe
that?
they will. Well,
Maybe
we'll find
no
out
one
when we
wanted to go, and
we'll
they-
know if
they
your
had a
theory's
section,
right.
they're like, oh,
we'll know if your theory's right when we get there. And I scan my little thing, and they're like, "You go over there."
Yeah, you guys are both in line. They said, "Mark, yeah, I'll go over
I'm
there."
gonna get the nosebleeds.
Yeah,
They're like,
and they like,
you're way up there.
yeah, and they scan David like, oh,
Oh,
yeah. They
come
like
with us.
roll something out for him and dust off
They're like,
his shoes.
"You're on stage." That'd be so fun, dude. MC.
They just
I'd be
hand you a
great-
controller. And play
I'd be a
this
great
demo.
MC. Just be out there, be like, "Hey, everybody, welcome to the show."
I do think
That's it. That's all I would say.
at Microsoft's press conference though we're gonna get some Anthem gameplay again because they have the
had it last time.
the marketing rights.
Yeah,
to
they
Anthem.
had it last time. I think they're gonna have some big Game Pass announcements. I don't know what, but something to add. I think Game Pass is the future. I think they are 5 steps ahead of. They're where Netflix was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
With Game Pass, I think that's the future for gaming.
And I think Game Pass might be tied to Mixer.
Sorry, what was
Oh,
your most
interesting.
excited thing? I know we never got to that. We just.
Oh,
started
I just
talking
want to
about
see Cyberpunk.
Oh yeah.
I just want
Yeah.
a lot of stuff on Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Go to that booth.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a game I've been waiting for a long time for. So
Yeah.
anything on that, I'll be happy. That's what I'm excited
Even
for.
if it's just like another picture trailer, like if it's just
Yeah,
something
a
just
slow
from a
motion.
different angle. I don't
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. I don't even know what's going on. Yeah.
I'm just super
Yeah,
excited.
same question to you, man.
The Microsoft conference. That's what I'm most excited to go to and just be there in person and
Yeah, I'll be across. Well, you know what?
Experience
I'll be literally across the street,
Yeah,
so I won't
literally.
be far.
Yeah.
I'll look down at you guys in line. Yeah, you'll like
Wave it up. Hi. That's right.
you'll like see me from the window, just like staring down at
Speaking
you.
of that, I gotta check and see if they sent. They told me they'd send me.
Yeah,
They
they
lied.
sent them out today.
They lied to
Confirmations.
you.
Alpha Builder writes in and asks, "We haven't had much news on Crackdown 3 in general. Are you guys willing to accept the delays?"
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, we
know
talked
they
about it.
We are willing
it-
to accept
you,
it.
you get disappointed because you're excited for it, but I'm okay with it. It was like, I mean, it's like God of War and Final Fantasy. I mean, you're excited that they're delayed and they're forever out, but if the end product is awesome, then I'm cool with it.
Yeah. Brandon Joel Pinnell writes in and asks, "Just watched."
E3 final confirmation. I got it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just
They
checked my
dropped
email. That's so
like yesterday or something.
It's happening. It's happening. Sorry.
Just watched. Brandon Joel Pinnell writes in and says, "Just watched the big Destiny live stream, and they're doing tons to get the game back on its feet. Do you guys have any favorite games that, even though had some big flaws, you can't help but still love?" One of the one that comes to mind is for him is Too Human. To a lot of people, that game was trash, but I enjoyed it immensely. So any games that were incredibly flawed, but that you still really enjoyed. I got one.
Who was this? Who asked this question?
Brandon Joel Pinnell.
Brandon
Yep.
Joel.
I have one. Mine is Sea of Thieves. I think that game is really
Yeah,
flawed
yeah,
with
yeah,
its experience system right now,
The
and even
progression.
in its variety, you just reach a point where you just stop. But I enjoy it. I really like it, and I think it's a relaxing game to me. I think it's beautiful. No one's going to argue with the beauty of it. And I think in a year it'll be an entirely different game. Like this is one of those types of games that will constantly change and emerge. That XP is a big ding in its corner. It's just that, like you said last
Big
week,
kick in
Spicy.
the pants, man.
There's a grind, and then there's a grind.
That grind. Yeah, that grind in that game is too much.
And like you said, I think
Comcast
the
grind.
XP system is broken. Like it doesn't make sense that as you go up, you unlock these different missions. Those different missions don't give you better loot. It just gives
just
you
costs
more.
you more.
It just gives you more missions.
they literally just charge you more for them.
Well, and they give you more, and they give you more missions.
Isn't that like what do they
on a
call
thing.
those
So more
things?
crappy chests in one
it's called
run.
being screwed.
but it's not even guaranteed.
No.
So I do think it's broken. I think that is a big flop, but I enjoy that game
Is
immensely.
a pyramid scheme. Like
It's a
you
Ponzi
buy
scheme.
into it,
Yeah.
that, and then like they charge you more money to get the better stuff, and
But it's not better stuff. It's the exact same stuff.
It just has a
they
nicer
just
title.
yeah, it just has a nice.
It's a nicer title.
Yeah.
That's
You just
Jordan,
get a gold
any
sword.
game that you
Dude,
you think there's flaws or that maybe people don't really like in general, but that you yourself enjoy?
the one that
guilty
popped,
pleasure. We'll call this the guilty pleasure.
Well, the one that popped into my mind was ESO, because remember a lot of
Yeah,
people didn't like it at the beginning,
especially at the beginning.
and they said, "Hey, we hired a stuff guy," and they turned it around.
yeah.
They turned it around, and I think
But
Mark.
even-
Mark is a perfect example of that. He logged in and he hated it. He
Yeah.
just hated it.
I
couldn't
haven't
come
gone
back.
back.
He
Never
hated
been
it.
back.
He hurt my feelings when we were playing.
Did I really?
He yelled at me.
This is so stupid. I can't fight these guys. They're
It was-
invisible.
That's
And we
why-
were only, if you think about it, I think I was like level 12 and
I
Jordan
tried.
was like level 8.
You want to know the hardest
No,
part?
I know.
I was living in my in-laws' basement at the time.
Oh, I remember. Weren't you in like the cat room?
Yes, because our cats are very territorial, and when you're taken to a new place, they get really scared, and so we had a
Yeah.
specific place. It was the equivalent of underneath your porch, completely covered in concrete. Right? There's no
Yeah.
windows. It's a very small room with no
How'd
ventilation.
they get an outlet in there?
They had one in there.
That's okay.
They thought ahead that I was going to be playing video games in that room.
the mark room.
Because there's no place in this house except that to hook my TV was just leaning against the wall, and I had my stupid like camping chair that I would sit on, and I was
that's a setup, man.
and I would be like gaming for like an hour, and I'd come out sweating, and I'm glad I came out for an hour because I'm like, oh, that's oxygen. This is important, you know. Then I played ESO. That's when I was playing ESO. Then they have invisible people to. Yeah.
I mean, they had a rough launch, especially on the console. But I think if you were to come back today with all the improvements that they've done, especially one Tamriel, you'd have a much better experience. I know you're not the biggest MMO guy anyway, but no, I really think because I mean, David, you were there and you've played it recently. Well, somewhat recently.
Yeah, it's fun.
You know, and they've made a lot of good change. They hired the stuff guy.
McSpicy, how about you? A game that has its flaws clearly, but you still enjoy.
No, I mean, I would say Sea of Thieves, of course, but since you already took that, I'm going to say the Master Chief Collection.
Although currently does it they did it a long way, but when that thing came out,
It's taken a long time.
Yeah.
Talk about frying the servers, man.
Yeah, they outsourced the wrong part of the game.
Can you imagine that? I don't think that company's in business anymore.
Yeah. And it was because it's such a good game, and we just recently played that on
we had
our
a blast.
community play.
Community play. It's so much fun. I mean, that's a good
There's
really good one.
there's an example of why you would delay your launch.
Yeah.
Because everybody was hyped to be able to jump from Halo 2 multiplayer to Halo 3 back to Halo. Or you can you do? There's no Halo 1 multiplayer.
Yeah, there's. We played it. Remember? We played Hang 'em High.
Oh yes,
There's
Original
no
Pistols.
Halo
Yes,
1
we did.
multiplayer.
No, sorry.
It was originally LAN only.
Yeah.
It wasn't Xbox Live.
That's what I'm thinking.
But we played it. And
Yeah,
those
but-
pistols are
But
overpowered.
that was. I remember how frustrating it was. You could never connect. You could never get
Yeah.
on a server.
No,
those
yeah.
first, it literally killed that
Yeah,
game. That game died so fast because of that.
I had the Battlefield 4 syndrome
Yeah,
where it just hurt the game substantially because you couldn't play.
But they stuck with it.
they stuck with it.
Well,
and now it works fine.
now it works
but
fine, yeah.
too little, too late. I don't think
They're coming out with 4K updates.
You had an opportunity to just really kill it.
That was a console seller for getting the Xbox One at
Yeah.
the time, and
Yeah.
kind of,
Yeah.
Didn't
no,
work.
that's a good one. Thank you very much, Brandon, for writing in. Great question.
I feel like
Great
good
question.
thing.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. What was?
Thanks for doing this.
Sorry, no, great question.
I'm Eeyore.
Dude, Eeyore cracks me up. So I have a little girl, and my mom bought her Winnie the Pooh the movie,
I believe it was Tigger, the movie.
Tigger the movie. Sorry, whatever.
Okay.
I watched
Shut
it.
up.
I watched it.
Anyways,
Yeah, he's a critic
they
of it.
cracked me up, man.
Eeyore's
is
awesome.
hilarious.
It's okay. It would have fallen off anyway.
My house fell down, but what else is new?
Eeyore's so awesome.
Did you see they're making a live action one with Ewan McGregor?
Oh, I did not
Yeah,
know that.
With Ewan McGregor?
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah,
It's called Christopher Robin.
Christopher Robin.
It looks really good if you can get past the puppets looking freaky as crap. It looks really like I'm excited to see that movie.
Puppets look
But
freaky
you
as
see
crap.
like Tigger, you're ooh. Like,
Tigger's a weirdo.
like you see
Tigger's gonna kill me.
you see Pooh Bear and you're like, oh, okay, that's an odd way to look at him, but I can get you. And then you kind of see all the other guys and you're like, whoa. And then Tigger, you're like, oh, like it just.
What
But it looks-
happened to you?
So it looks good.
Who's Ewan McGregor in the movie?
Christopher Robin.
He's not. Does he have
Oh,
the
'cause he's
force
an-
or anything?
No, he's an older. He's an older.
He's
That's
an older
right.
guy. Yeah, he's Christopher
And then he
Robin.
comes back
Because
to
it's
I've seen that
about
trailer.
yeah, like he grows up. It's a kind of a Peter Pan syndrome,
Oh, like Hook?
Yeah, he grows up and then goes back to
Oh, okay.
the 100 Acre Wood.
I don't know his address.
No, that's Pooh. The 100 Acre Wood is where Pooh Bear lives.
Okay, and I'll say it again. I don't know his address.
What?
100 Acre
It's,
Woods.
it's 100 Acre
Okay,
Wood. Yeah.
now I know his
It's-
address.
yeah,
Thank you,
woods.
guys.
You're welcome.
I'm trying to tell you. I don't know what that means.
Dennis Roman writes in and says Paladins just got announced on the Switch with crossplay with Xbox. What are your thoughts?
That's dirty. Is what
That's
that
dirty.
is.
What?
That's dirty.
Sorry, give me your thoughts because you're interested in Paladins.
Yeah, and I still haven't played it.
Yeah,
And
you've
what's
never
a
played
shame
it.
is I got messages from people saying, "Hey, play Paladins." They keep telling me to bring you. I don't. Yeah.
Why not me? Why don't they tell me to bring me?
What is that
No,
supposed to
I
mean?
do want to bring you, but they're like, "Oh, hey,
Wait.
Jordan, you want to play with us? Bring Mark because we actually don't want to play with you, but you're our
Oh,
goal."
yeah, because you made that sound like I don't want to bring
It
you.
was, no, I had a couple of messages. Because they know you're a big Overwatch player.
Oh, they
you
want
know,
me
so
to
they're
just taste the
Yeah.
drug.
So I
Taste
got a
the
message
rainbow.
a while back from people from our community, cool people. They just said, "Hey, if we play every weekend, if you want to play with us," and they told me to bring Spicy because they know you're a big Overwatch, and they feel feel Paladins is
Right up your alley.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would love
so-
to play. I would love to play
yeah.
that game.
So
I
but
still
what's
haven't
cool,
played it.
dude? So I've
had
honestly
it downloaded on my box forever too.
honestly, I think this cross-platform. I think it's a killing, man. Like, hey, I don't care. I don't care what you have. Play the game. I love that mentality. I love that idea.
Yeah.
And I love.
So if
any-
you were to get Paladins now, Xbox or Switch?
I'd get both.
Oh, see,
Well,
I wonder,
and
and I
first of
wonder
all-
how many.
first-
so
and
first,
it's free.
I'll give you an example.
You know.
Well, no. Oh, I didn't know Paladins was free.
Yeah,
to
it's
play.
free. It's
I'm a
free.
moron.
That's
Sorry.
why I have it.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm
It's
sorry.
like it's a
Dude,
win-win.
Okay, this may be off topic, but any time you can play a game and use a bidet at the same time is my kind of game. And Paladin and bringing the crossplay and then playing
So
with people on the Xbox, like
do you just leave it on the whole time? Just turn that knob and just smile.
just play, yeah. No, it's dude. The Switch is one. Yeah, no, it's awesome. I love that they're bringing it to the Switch, and I love that they're crossplay.
Very cool. Are achievements going to be crossplay? Or
No.
cross achievements? Because
No.
isn't that with Minecraft, the achievements
Yeah.
will carry over to the Xbox?
But
But Microsoft owns Minecraft, so
Yeah.
that's how that's working.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
you're really not getting achievements on the Switch. You're getting it on your
Minecraft
Xbox Live account.
Yeah. Okay, I'm a moron again. Sorry, everybody. Thank you very much, Dennis. Great question. Jimmy Figueroa
okay.
writes in. He has a question related to the Marvel comic universe. He wants us. He says, do you guys think a Marvel comic universe-like game franchise where 5 different video game characters have non-canon games that lead to an Avengers-like epic game? He says, I personally would go with Master Chief, with Cortana, Lara Croft, Kratos, BJ Blazkowicz and his girl Anya, Marcus Phoenix, and Mewtwo, with the Thanos-like character being the Reapers for Mass Effect. What would you go? So first of all, I had never thought of this at all, ever considered this type of video game, but that would be cool to have video games exactly what Marvel did with their universe and Avengers. They have standalone games, and then it leads to one giant combo game. That's a cool idea.
I don't know if my brain could handle it.
What characters would you pick? I think if it's on Microsoft, you have to
So
have
we're
Halo.
allowed to choose anything.
Anything, yeah.
How many do we have to choose? 5?
Standalone that lead to then a
John
Kingdom Hearts
Marsden.
like game. John Marsden, okay.
Okay.
Marcus Phoenix.
Marcus Phoenix.
But see, this is just going to be.
It's gonna be your favorite character. Okay, first
I think I know
things
who I
first.
would
You gotta set up the
Kratos.
bad guy. No, first things first. You gotta set up the bad guy. Who's the bad guy? The ultimate bad guy.
The father.
Odin.
Odin. Okay, we can't use any. We can't use
It's
any.
all Xbox?
We can't. No, we can't use any superhero guys. We can't use like
I would-
Injustice games or anything like that.
I'd pick the father.
Oh, from Far
the
Cry.
father?
But he doesn't have superpowers,
Dude, you got to beat that game, man. I'm telling you. I don't know what happened at the end. You really got to beat that game.
Okay.
Like, it's
All right.
I don't know.
Mind
It's
blown.
all mine to do.
Mind blown right
yeah,
there.
I really don't know what happened.
Who's the ultimate bad guy of video games? Like the Thanos character.
Well, there's my favorite bad guy, but he has no powers or anything
Yeah.
like that. But it's the Far Cry 3
Far Cry 3 bad guy.
bad guy. He's
the phone.
Yeah, this is a good phone. This is a real good phone. That guy, from when you see him right away to how you interact with him throughout the game, best bad guy in any video game.
Yeah, it'd have to be a sci-fi bad guy, most likely.
Big bet the flood. I mean, they suck.
The Flood suck, but there's no
Literally.
one person in the Flood.
There's the Grave Mind.
Yeah. I mean, remember the big. I'm gonna pick up this
No.
leg, and you guys are gonna fight together. You remember that scene?
I don't.
You guys played
I
it.
don't think that's the same as.
Bad guy. Like, I'm sure there's, I mean, who is just a bad dude? Who is just a bad
Yeah, because we're trying. Because you're trying to put us on Thanos.
Yes, Thanos.
scale,
Yeah,
right?
Right. It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
You know, I kind
Sci-fi,
of
I think.
kind of get where he's coming from.
Thanos.
Yeah.
Thanos. That's what.
You know,
That's
I
why.
That's the point.
That's why
Yeah.
it's such a good movie.
Yeah.
Is they make you understand.
Yeah,
him.
like his point.
okay.
I mean, it's bad.
What bugged me about. I don't mean to go back into
Yeah.
Star Wars, but I'm just gonna do it. What bugged me about how they wrote Kylo Ren, like his character in the latest Star Wars, right? When he's like, he helps her out, kind of, and they fight together in that room. It's actually a really cool fight scene. With the red dudes, you know.
Yeah.
What bugs me.
The bad guy was he was a pushover.
You start to understand Kylo, and that's good. You understand that side, so you get where they're coming from. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he goes, okay, let's screw over everything we've just discussed in the last hour and a half. We want more power. Join me. There's no real motive.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Why Thanos is such a good character in those movies is I understand his point of view. They do a really good job at getting you to like him, right?
Gull.
All right, then just shut him up.
No,
just go back to
that's
whatever
good.
you're
No,
doing.
no, you actually made me think. What about Gull? Gull
from Destiny.
From Destiny.
Except for they ruined that bad guy because he's dead.
Well,
He's dead at the end of the mission.
This
That
is-
was one of the easiest fights ever.
it's non-canon here. But remember, like
This is
when
true.
he like the speaker came down and
Yeah,
he
he
was
was-
basically like, "Hey."
He's a cool bad guy.
Well, and the thing is, again, I understood him. He just wanted to be. He was like a nobody
Oh.
that just wanted to be,
Sci-fi bad guy.
you know, the traveler. You know,
I think Oz Bunny Boy's got a good one. Handsome Jack.
Handsome Jack is funny, but that's
Handsome
more of
Jack's
a
a good
comedic
one.
thing. You know, I mean,
What, bad guys can't be funny?
The
Well, they
Joker's
can.
hilarious.
Yeah.
the
In an
Joker's
evil way.
hilarious and crazy.
And the Joker is a bad
No,
dude.
yeah, Handsome Jack would be good.
Speaking of like getting to know like a bad guy's side and that kind of it helps make a big bad guy. There's one instance that I don't think that's the case, that like actually not knowing or understanding him at all helps to make him the ultimate bad guy, and that is the Joker
Yeah, from Dark Knight.
from Dark
Yeah.
Knight. Because remember, he gives 3 different stories as to like
How
his
he got the
childhood,
scars,
and they're
yeah.
all different. How he got the stars.
So you don't
And
know.
it's that mystery that makes
Well,
him.
we don't need to know about his backstory. We just want to know his perspective. I mean, it can't always be, I want power.
Well, he's not. I want power. He's just legit crazy.
I know,
Yeah.
I know, but I mean, like,
Gotham needed a classic
there's
criminal.
some. I don't know what writers in Hollywood are thinking in today's writing. There's something as, just these bad guys just want power.
Yeah.
And we can just write that, and then it'll
power, and
sound
everyone
good.
will accept it.
Power. No, Thanos. They did so good at explaining why he wants to do what he
Thanos
wants
thinks
to do.
what he's doing
What-
is noble, but is actually evil.
What about a Darth
Well,
Vader?
even Thanos knows it's evil.
But it's for the greater good.
Exactly. He even knows. He thinks he's taking one for the team. You know, even when he's like, today exacts a tough toll, and he's so even when he looks at the sunset. I'm not giving any
He
spoilers.
sits in his lawn chair.
He's sitting in his lawn chair
With his iced tea.
with his iced tea. He's even like, that was a long day. You know.
What about a Darth Vader where you just don't know about him?
Well, see,
Like he's just
that's
bad.
that's good. You don't have to know their backstory to know that they're.
Well, I guess he didn't
bad.
ever strive for power because
And-
he wasn't the number one.
So you guys haven't seen this show, Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
But the writers of Rick and Morty have promised that they will never tell Rick's backstory because they don't want. They think it makes them understand people. It'll ruin for future episodes and it'll excuse what he's done.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing. You know.
Well, so how do you
not knowing
feel? Because did you
backstories
see
is-
the news? There's a Joker movie coming out with the Joker from Suicide Squad playing
Oh,
Joker.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. First of all, I don't like that. Second of
Well,
all,
no. So I don't mind that Joker because it's just a different take on the Joker. It's definitely different than we're used to because you're used to the Heath Ledger Joker.
well, I just think that that's the best Joker that's been.
Yeah. Okay. I agree.
Yeah.
But I mean, think of it as a different multiverse. Think of it as a different. It helps. I mean, the multiverse theory is like
Basically, it
it
gives
enjoy
you
an
an excuse to do anything you
It
want.
really does. It's great.
No, but I don't like. I don't. So is it a prequel? Look up if the new Joker that's announced is a prequel. I think it's a backstory, telling the Joker's backstory. I don't want to know the Joker's backstory. What makes the Joker freaking awesome of a bad guy is that he is mysterious. The only thing you know about him is that he's crazy and he wants to destroy Gotham. And I think that makes him a powerful. I think that makes him the best bad guy ever. Like almost ever. He's such a good
his
bad
perspective is he wants to.
guy. He's just crazy.
Yeah.
Sometimes
He wants chaos.
well, he
sometimes
wants to
he just wants to
disrupt
watch the world
bat,
burn.
You know.
Yeah. Not, Yeah.
But do you think that we need to see? Do you want to see the Joker's backstory? See, I don't.
I don't.
I don't at all.
No, I
Mostly
don't.
because every time you see the
But
Joker's
I'm
backstory,
saying-
Because of that
it
same-
sucks.
because of the
you
writers?
don't need to know the backstory to understand a bad guy.
Yeah. No,
You don't need to know it at all.
So
I mean, look at what it did to Vader. Vader's the most badass bad guy in the entire universe, right? Just comes in smashing people around, He walks forward and people back away. Like, that's Vader. Then you find out he's afraid of sand.
It's the only.
And it's like, okay, that sucks.
All right.
I can never get that out
Mad
of my
Ballsy
brain.
in chat wins. We'll get back to our Master Universe. I think the bad guy should be Sauron,
He's just
the
bad.
ultimate bad guy. He's a pretty good bad guy.
Yeah.
Okay, let's assume Sauron's the bad guy in our gaming universe.
Talk about
Avengers
a
game.
mysterious bad guy. You
There we
don't
go.
know
You
anything,
don't know
about him.
Sauron. Just that
Unless you read what's that thing called? That
The
no
book?
one wants to read.
that no one wants to read.
The
No.
Cimmerillium.
Yeah.
No, you really don't know much about him in the books either.
Okay,
I don't know.
And we'll put our characters in Middle Earth for lack of a better story. So it's Sauron in Middle Earth. Who are the characters we throw in there? Gaming characters. I think Lara Croft's got to be in there for sure.
Okay, Laura Croft,
Lara Croft. I'm
Master
throwing Lara
Chief.
Croft.
Marcus Phoenix, Nathan Fillion. Sorry.
real actors. That's
no,
allowed.
No. Like,
Castle?
Nathan Drake. Nathan Drake. He's your comedic relief.
Okay.
He'll keep things light between
You're
Marcus
bringing
and
Kratos as your fifth guy?
We got to have someone with at least some powers. All those people.
Yeah,
are
and then Kratos.
I
feel like Kratos
guess.
is the
I
best,
guess hey, Master Chief
Kratos is the Thor.
genetically engineered. He's Captain America of the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got Marcus Phoenix.
He is.
Lara Croft is the Black Widow.
Yeah, and then Phoenix is
The
like
Russian assassin.
is like a Hulk character. His tree trunk legs.
We don't
and
bring
he just
anybody-
hammers thing. And
We don't bring like Cade 6. Anybody from Destiny?
I would well.
Well, that's Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
Don't we already have him?
Which
Well, I like Kate. Oh, I guess.
Did
I
we
guess.
not
Okay.
say Nathan Fillion?
Cade 6 and Nathan Drake. I guess you could interchange. I'd rather have Nathan Drake though, because he's a good time.
I might interchange. I want John Marsden in the group somehow, because we need that dead shot ability.
Maybe he
That's
can be
important.
Yeah.
That dead shot.
Does John Marsden-
I remember shooting 5 hats off of people. It was an achievement. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm cool.
John Marston can only be in it if you make a Avengers 2 that is in the Wild West.
Yeah, he's introduced at the end credits of that game.
Yeah, he's introduced
then-
into like
Yeah. Nick Fury uses his old school pager to
Yeah.
get John Marsden.
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Okay, cool.
All right, great question. I thought that was interesting. I think that's a good idea. I don't know if that will ever happen, but I think that's an interesting concept to do with video games what they've done with a company would have to be Microsoft doing it with exclusives, right? Like their
Well,
exclusive
yeah,
franchises,
'cause
or Ubisoft, or
everybody's gonna want their guy up front, and that's what Marvel did so well is they kept everything very tone. No hero really left their role. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It was very.
Did I hear a rumor, and maybe this is fact, that Steven Spielberg is taking over the DC comics and starting from scratch, getting rid of everyone except for Wonder Woman and Superman, all the actors, cleaning house, starting completely over with the DC thing.
I didn't hear that. But
I'm confused. Like I feel like that's a lot of money wasted for.
I mean, they probably still made money on those movies.
yeah, at least opening weekend when everybody found out they weren't as good.
Yeah.
Because they're trailers. Let's tell you. You want to know who makes the best trailers? The DC guy. They need to give that guy promotion and actually let that guy
I
make
think
the
they
movie.
stole him from the Battlefield team, and then they had to hire someone else.
No, that would be interesting. I don't mind that. They just can't rush it. I mean,
that's the problem.
Infinity War is movie, I think, 19.
I enjoyed Superman, the original movie. I really enjoyed that movie.
The 1978 version?
No, the most recent.
Because that is awesome.
Yeah. No, the most recent one.
The effects when they have like the string with the person going across the sky.
No, the recent one, Superman.
Man of Steel.
Man of Steel. Then they ruined it with Batman vs Superman.
They shouldn't have done that. They should have. They should have. Yeah, they should have made another Superman first, and then a Wonder Woman, and then add Batman.
You just take your take
your time.
Go.
There's no
the
hurry.
story that they're using. The overarching story is really good of Superman taking over. Like
Who
becoming
owns
power hungry.
DC? Is that W or is that
WB.
Warner Brothers?
Yeah,
Warner Brothers,
WB. WB. Anyways, great questions, everybody. That actually does it for the day. We're headed off to E3. We recorded this a day early. We are so excited to experience E3 with you guys, to represent the community. We hope we represent the community well at E3 and are able to introduce our community.
We'll try not to embarrass all of you.
Try not to embarrass all of you. We're really looking forward to introducing our community to everyone and anyone that we talk to, game developers. I don't know who else is there. People.
I don't know. Friends.
Vendors, friends,
Friends.
people.
Yeah.
Fun
people.
Send us your best wishes and thoughts, and we're excited. We are excited. We will be tweeting it out on Instagram, everywhere we can, let you know how it goes and things back. And we'll be back next Friday for our regularly scheduled podcast.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I don't want to end the show.
Okay.
They have a good bad guy. Diablo is a good video game bad guy.
Boom, done. The ultimate bad guy.
Yeah. Which
I-
is technically Bowser.
Actually,
if you think
hey,
about
dude,
it.
if we're gonna Mathael, what I think was a little bit better. The death,
Well,
and when he
because-
just walked through
because he
Tyrion's
wasn't-
sword.
Because he wasn't a bad guy, because he's not a bad guy.
Yeah,
but
again, he's just thinking
he's trying to do the right thing,
the wrong way.
but he's killing
Well,
everybody.
and that scene when he like walks through Tyrion's sword,
Oh,
and it's
so
just like,
good.
oh,
Yeah, Mathael is a great guy to just not be on the wrong
he
side.
literally cut off people's heads in the trailer. I mean, cut them off.
That is funny. If you are going to be, by the
Okay.
way,
Oh, sorry. Okay, we're back to the end of the show, everybody.
sorry. If you are going to be, because I just thought this, if you are going to be at E3, over on Discord in the announcements, make sure there's one that says, "Are you going to E3 event?" Hit the I think it's a flexing muscle. Hit the emoticon
Discord?
there in Discord.
Okay.
In the announcements, let us know that you're going, so we can. We're going to create a channel or a group for everybody that's going, so we can communicate and arrange things and do what we need to do without disturbing the rest of Discord.
Yeah.
Why'd you laugh at
I
that?
don't know. It's just a fun
That's like
night.
when I said something serious
Yeah,
and you
what's
both
so
started
fun?
laughing at me in the show.
Because I was like, the best though when Miss Jordan was like, I got invited by friends to a Paladins, and
No, that was.
they want me to bring you with
you
me.
guys listening should have seen his face. He was like, "Yeah, that was kind of a dick thing to
I
say."
didn't mean it bad. I was just saying, like, they wanted me to bring you with me. They wanted
I
Remember when we-
wasn't about
Hey,
to.
remember when we turned on the Duke controller and it has that cool thing in the
Yeah.
middle? It's nice.
That was a cool. That was
a
super
fun
cool.
time.
That
McSpicy,
is-
where can people find you?
on Twitter at Mr. McSpicy. I am also my gamer tag on Xbox Live is Mr. McSpicy.
Boom.
Yeah, there you go.
Jordan.
Jordan the Man XOB everywhere, and I will bring you to Paladins. I was excited for that.
And
They
why
told me
doesn't
to bring
anybody
you.
invite me to
Well, I'll bring
Paladins?
you to Paladins
Because
too.
nobody invited you.
Yeah, wait a minute. While Mark's getting offended that you laughed at him, I should be the one offended that I'm not invited. What the heck?
It's not our fault. No one wants to invite you. Yeah, I mean you can't blame the messengers.
No, we played Sea of Thieves this week together, or last week.
Actually, we didn't.
I think it was the last week we played together. We tried to do the chess together. Remember?
Yeah.
And then
We got frustrated with the fort.
yeah, that was so.
I always get frustrated. I avoid
because
those
we
now.
did it. Like we
were there.
did
The
it.
Megalodon just comes on and destroys us.
Yeah.
Jerkwads. I am XoneBros everywhere. Come and join us. Come hang out with us on Discord. Thank you guys.
Are you getting tired?
Yeah, it's late. It's late. Thank you very much. Sorry. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. I'm so excited for E3. Can't wait till next week to talk to you guys all about it. Hopefully, it's as fun as I am excited. Does that
I'm
make sense?
so
I don't know if that
excited.
makes- I don't
I
know
am
if
No,
that
it
It's
made
gonna
no
be-
sense, but
it's
I get
gonna-
it.
Yeah.
It's going to be the greatest week of my life.
Yeah, really. Hey, and again, thank you, everybody. Thank you for everybody who joins us on the stream. Thank you, everybody who listens to the show. We love you. We'll see you next time.
All right, everybody. Oh,
Am I on? Am I on? It's black. It's a black screen.
I'll
It's a black
turn
screen.
off the black screen.
Everybody, thank you again so much for joining us live. We really appreciate it. You guys help make the show so awesome. Chat is always a good time. Sometimes distracting because it's so hilarious. But
I know. I have to avoid you guys sometimes.
always a good time. So thank you very much. We're going to do our Patreon, our producer credits one last time. And then we're going to call it a night, everybody. Thank you very much.
Here we go.
Appreciate ya. We got music here to this? Oh, we do. Alpha
Build
Builder.
Builder.
Ah! Thank you very much. Beast420, the producer of Roosters.
Ah.
Is that a
I
thing?
love song.
Is that a thing?
Chief Wiggum, 86.
Chief Wiggum, 86.
Coming
The
out of Vault
Chiefster.
111.
The Chief of Leafster.
Chris Karan.
Chris Karan.
That's such a, that's his name.
Chris Karan.
Dark Knight 3234.
The
Thank
darkest
you.
of nights.
That is such a, I love that picture.
Dylan to me. Oh,
Double D.
D squared.
The Dylan. The
Dylan
Dylan.
Domingo.
The Dylan. The Shadow Navy. That's such an epic picture. That kind of makes me really want to jump back into Skyrim right
Freaky
there.
RO.
The Freaky Reeky Deaky.
The winner of this month's
Oh, that's right.
game. Free
Freedom.
Radical.
The Freedom Within. Radical.
I have to get back to that game, actually.
Yeah. Gregory, otherwise
Greg
known
James.
as Gregory.
Connor the Assassin.
Happy-
man.
the
That's
happiest-
a cool dark side.
The happiest
Now,
mayonnaise I've ever
that's
known.
a sword.
Oh, Cat of all dreams. With some honor that is for.
Michael Contini
Little Bioshock.
showing off the Bioshock
Big Brothers.
awesomeness.
Nerdy.
Oh, nerdy
meat
meathead.
Head.
Dude, those were such cool pictures, the black and white for Arkham City.
So cool. R56 Cooper with style, with speed, with sleekness.
Oh, looking at
The
the
sunset.
sunset.
RSMG Gaming, thank you very much. Appreciate your patronage.
Ronin. That's a Halo 4 picture.
Good morning, Ronan.
Ronan's in
Oh,
chat.
the crew. Terry Seppi.
Terry! That's Tezaman. And last but not
Wheezy.
least, it's the one and only, the Wheezy
Wheezy
Man, the Wheezy
Whistle.
Whistle. Thank you very much, everybody. We love you guys. Hey, we will be back. I will be streaming tomorrow morning, maybe. Well, yeah, it's late, but I will be streaming tomorrow morning. It'll be the last, and then Saturday, we're going to try to do one Saturday. That'll be the last stream for a week, and then next Friday will be our next stream, so we will see you guys next Friday after E3. Wish us luck. We're looking forward to seeing everybody at E3. We're looking forward to represent you guys well. So we'll see you
Yeah.
then. Peace out, guys.
Peace
Have a great
out,
night.
everybody. We love
Happy
you.
Thursday. Happy Friday. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.